Hello? Hello? Are you guys, hello? 3, boom. I forgot to turn on the singer. Hello, hi, welcome in.
Hi, you're my chat now.
Yeah, oh, okay, I guess so.
Oh.
But yes, hello, hi. Welcome to the S.S.R files, the start, select, record. It's a new thing I wanted to do. I wanted to attempt, what's it called? I want to interview a lot of friends I've made throughout the different communities I've entered, because you know I'm someone who gets around at this point. But I want to give a oh hell yeah, of course. I want to give a big shout out to my friend Lamsauce over here. Please check her out. She's an amazing person, and I'm so glad that she is the first one to join me for this.
I'm not here right now.
Come back. Come back. Come back. I actually shout out Lamsauce 5. Oops.
Wow, you.
Lamsauce
Wow.
4. There we go.
Not even me. How fake of you.
How fake of you. I'm so sorry. But yes, hello, welcome in everybody. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful time right now. EC, I didn't say it earlier. EC788C, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Rosso, congrats on getting first. Yes, hello EC. Gil, hello. I got water's on me. But hello. So this is So the things about this is I'll be interviewing Lamsauce, talking about her thoughts and everything within everything she's done, all that, and then we'll get to a point where if you guys have any questions, please feel free to put it in. Put it in whenever, honestly, and
yeah,
whenever we're like done talking about something, I'll probably add it in. We can talk from there. Let's go. All right. I guess before we do introductions, first question by Gilligan: is Lamsauce an SSR?
What does that mean?
I don't know. Are you an SSR?
Is that Soviet Union?
Soviet? What? Hello? So
I don't know what that is.
So the joke with this name, right? I picked start, select, record because I'm from a fighting game background. And it's what you usually do when you play a fighting game. Usually you would press, especially in Marvel and older games, you would press start and select to reset to neutral state, and then you would like record functions. You could like practice stuff.
Yeah, that's way better than the Soviet Union.
Yeah, and SSR stands for like the super rare, super secret rare. You know, the gacha games, SSR 5 stars, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that is. So let me ask again: are you an SSR, Lamsauce?
Yes, I guess.
That works out.
With that explanation, yes.
With that explanation, we are back. We're so back.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. No. Okay. But that aside, hello, welcome in, Lamsauce. Pleasure to have you here.
Hi. Do you have snacks in here or what?
I eat snacks are to the left.
Too far, never mind.
Fuck.
Bring that closer for your next
oh my god. Yo, you want me to grab a PNG of a snack image?
Wait, yes.
Hold on. I got you. Hold on. Let me look for bowl of chips PNG. Give me a second.
I don't really like chips.
What do you want?
I want you to decide for me.
Do you want a bowl of gummy worms?
I don't like gummy worms.
What do you like? I'm giving you a bowl of leaves. Fuck it.
What?
I'm giving you a bowl of leaves because you're a worm bowl.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
That's fine. Bowl of leaves PNG. I need one with like a. Bro, why are these all like white? Where? There we go. Hold up. Open image. Save image. Watch this. I am amazing. Leaves. Like, listen, trust. It's gonna work out.
Leave me alone. I am bushed.
I hate you so much for that.
What?
All right, here you go.
I'm referencing a show. Why don't you hate me for that?
Here
I think
you
people
go.
call me cultured, if anything. You're just a hater.
I am absolutely a hater. Here you go. The leaves are now right next to you. There you go.
Yay! Food.
Yay! I'll put it on your hands. There. You're holding a bowl of leaves.
Yay!
Hit like with this sacred treasure, I summon bowl of leaves.
My dreams are finally coming true.
My dreams have made it. You go in, Mom, Dad, I've made it. I'm on. I'm on TV. Okay.
Look, Gary, there I am.
There she is. All right. Well, let's start off. Let's start off with introductions, because honestly, that's what the entire time I've never. So, do you want to introduce yourself to everybody here?
Sure. Hello, I am Lamsauce, and I do things on the internet. That's it. That's the introduction. I really don't know how to talk about myself.
All
But
right.
I have snacks now, so that's
That's
pretty
true.
cool.
That's true.
Mhm.
Wow. This is Lamsauce. Oh, that's my dog.
Sorry.
Moko,
bad.
come here. Come here. I'm
took my
doing an
socks
interview,
off, I
baby.
let the
Yeah,
dogs
you
out.
let the dogs out. My fault, G. I should have said something earlier. But yes, so for everyone unaware, this is Lamsauce. She is a content creator that mainly specializes in Pokemon. You can find her both on Twitch and on YouTube. On YouTube, you have her long form content, which is usually a lot of her shiny hunting escapades and a lot of other various stuff regarding that, as well as she is a very good editor. She has edited
Never shiny hunted in my life.
Never done this in my life ever. those VODs you see never happened once.
All AI.
But yes. But all right. But knowing that, I do want to ask, how did you get started on this? Like, what led you to, like, you know, I guess streaming and like playing Pokemon in general, right? And like give us like whatever story you want to do, but like I just want to know how did you get into this like forte? Into this whatever words are hard. How did you get into this?
With content creation,
Mhm.
I started off when I was younger, I kind of wanted to make funny videos, but also young me was very shy and somewhat embarrassed because I feel like newer generations, I feel like people can talk about like more freely because it's like a more established and more okay career path than like when I was like 15. It's different.
That's
a
fair.
different like culture, and if I talked about it with like friends, I would feel kind of embarrassed. But I would like make funny little videos. Like I remember like junior year of high school, I would just make like a bunch of videos, but they weren't good videos.
Oh.
Because I tried to edit, but I would just like mostly just like pump out stuff and just like upload. And then I unlisted those all when I got to college. And then I got back into it because I was like, I realized like when I entered Smash, there were like a lot of people who like streamed and just like vibed, and I was like, okay, this is more okay now because I'm surrounded by an environment where like people can play games, you know? So then I was like, okay, I can start off with streaming, and then I wanted to pick up editing because I feel like that's like a good thing to pick up if I want to make funny little videos. And then I kind of just like kept going with it, and I've had a lot of fun. I can just make whatever I want basically a lot of the times, so it's been chill.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you start off specifically within the Smash scene? That's how it start off. Did you kind of like skyrocket? That's like to a point where you became more invested in it once you entered the Smash scene?
I guess not really like more invested because I was always like interested in it, but like I was afraid to and somewhat embarrassed. But seeing other people do it in the Smash scene made me realize like this isn't as cringe as like I thought it is. If people can like do this unapologetically and just like do whatever. So then it kind of gave me like a boost of confidence, like, yeah, I'm a gamer. And then
Yeah, you saw one Smash clip, you're like, I can do that. Mario
Not specifically
loops.
Smash, but like they would like play whatever on their own streams. So
Okay.
yeah, it was like kind of along the lines of that. Like I can just like vibe on streams too.
So it's
So then that's when I started streaming more, and then video editing. I was like, okay. I looked into like how like Small Ant grew and like other creators, and I was like, okay, I gotta like make good videos, and then I can transfer people from the videos into stream watchers, which worked pretty well when I was streaming on YouTube. It's harder to convert from like YouTube to Twitch because, yeah, it's just like a different platform.
Okay. So it's just kind of like you kind of gained more confidence once you entered the scene, because you kind of were like, I'm not alone in this situation, right?
Yeah. We were just having fun, and I saw that. But like, I guess growing up, there weren't too many like gamers around. Like, I didn't really know anyone who played games,
Okay.
so I felt somewhat embarrassed.
Yeah. So unfortunately, you weren't with the people that did play games back then. It was until after you started really getting into college, started playing. Did you join the Smash scene specifically during Smash 4 or during Smash Ultimate?
It was actually like the middle when Smash 4 was dying, but Ultimate was like announced.
Okay, so like early 2018 type thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before that, my college friend, I think 2016 was when I met him. Introduced me like, hey, like this competitive Smash is like a thing, and I was like, what?
Okay.
Because like at my school, I was like the best quote unquote Smash player there, because like no one really played too much. But like going into college, I got incredibly humbled by my friend, and I was like, oh shoot. So then, I drove to just beat my friend, and then I went to like a tournament, and I was like, okay, this is fun. And then I got into it.
You just go, the power of spite compels you to be like, nah, I'm the better player, and you just fucking, oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's actually amazing.
Exactly.
I'm here for that. Nah. But so through the Smash, you were able to just kind of like get your footing, not necessarily get your footing, but like get like your groove on like how you really want to do things. Because beforehand, you didn't have that outlet of people to kind of like talk about this, if that would make sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah. This is why. Listen. If you are listening, this is why. Join. It doesn't have to be Smash, but like find a community. It's always such a good thing to do that, and I think that really does help with like being able to express yourself more, which is kind of nice. I think the fact that you started at college really does help too, because that's when you kind of have like most freedom. Yeah, I wouldn't say you have like the biggest amount, but like you're at a point where like even if you are living with your parents or even if you are living alone, right? You are as technically as an adult going to college, you have like more of the more of the way you could like more like free leeway into deciding what you want to do. If that makes sense. And so I think just the idea of being able to join just any community through college really does help like solidify how you kind of like grow, or it helps improves how you grow. There we go. Because it doesn't solidify, it kind of like improves it, because like sometimes you just need even during like high school, like growing up as a kid, you probably would need an outlet for something, but like unfortunately in America, sometimes finding that outlet is very hard because there's always like cliques no matter where you are. It's just I'm glad you're able to find that. How did you feel when you joined like the Smash scene to start? Like you didn't join it initially for video editing, you joined it because your friend had you join?
I was just like curious, like how I would fare at a tournament. Like I think the first time I went, my friend actually was like starting to compete less. But there's like a tournament at like my college, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go. And then I kind of went for like a few weeks, and then I was like, okay, I've gone O2 like 2 weeks in a row, and then went 1-2 once. Getting better, and then I started to like get to know the people there, and I made like a lot of good friends there at that tournament, who also went to like the same college as me. So we would like hang out, and that was like my first like community camaraderie experience I've ever had. I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Ultimate, like when that game dropped, I started to like go to more tournaments, and then the community started to know me more. Like who I am.
To be fair, I met you there. That's how we met. Yeah. We for chat, we actually met through Smash. Both of us were competitors at the time. I was a FGC kid, kind of like I entered the Smash scene because I was like, oh, I played Smash 4 when I was in high school, and I was kind of raw at it. So, but I never competed. I was definitely an online warrior, but we need those. We need those.
Wi-Fi warrior.
But yeah, I'm glad that we were able to meet through there, because that way now we're both in like what we both have entered wildly different like forms of content, even though we started off just as competitors knowing each other. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
We get to follow our heart.
hold on. Gilligan has asked, where is the Lamsauce?
That's a great question. I think I'm lost. Someone needs to find me.
You heard it here, folks. The Lamsauce is missing. We do not know where it is. Signal MIA if you can, please and thank you.
I'm also a bit raw. If someone
I'm also a bit raw.
Yeah.
You say that and then you'll post like a Mario ladder combo, like, you know, I might be a bit raw. All right. But knowing that that's how like everything started off for you regarding content creation, like what's it been like? Like how has content creation been for you? These you started really digging into it more so, like especially during 2022 or like after COVID, right?
Was it?
Did you start really like
Yeah, it was
into
like after.
It was after
Yeah.
like 2022, 2023.
Yeah, I want to say I started diving into it like a lot more. Like I think August 2022.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like I remember I had like a 9 to 5 job, which had me like commute like an hour every day, like there and back. So like that hour, thankfully I was like in a position where like it was just like a bus, so I was able to like think about content ideas on my way to work, or write like a script on my way to work or stuff like that. And just like I used to listen to like so many videos on like YouTube and like how the algorithm works, or like how videos work and like editing stuff. And I was like, okay, interesting. So I like took all those notes, and then eventually I had a video that like took off in like January, because like I would just like keep like trying to apply what I learned into like videos. And then the first video that took off for me was like probably Shiny Only Scarlet Violet. And then I kind of just like kept going with it, and I was like, okay, shiny stuff seems to be like the biggest thing on my channel. People love them shiny videos, but they take a long time to make. I'm really bad at uploading with with now what my current schedule is that I have a different job, and I also do freelance editing work. So
yeah.
So combined with that, it's like a bit tougher for me to upload and stream with how long my challenges can be with shiny stuff. Kind of tougher, but it's still fun. Like I think overall, like I'm doing pretty fulfilling things across like my job and content creation. Like I'm pretty thankful for that.
You're in like a position where you could kind of like do what you like while still having it's technically still having like a financial backing. Yeah, I think that's like really good. I know you talked about freelancing, and I think you know where I'm leading. Can I ask about it?
Yeah.
All right. You said freelancing, so can I ask what exactly do you freelance for? Like,
Yeah,
are you currently like employed by anyone, or is it purely like first come first serve? Someone contacts you for freelancing.
It's more like, let's see, it's more like contractor work. Like I get assignments for videos, because like I work basically whenever like they have a video to be done or a project to be made. I work for Wildcard, and
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And it cuts there. No more. Yeah, I love that the thought process just died there. Like you're like, you know, I'll
like
get back to you on
trying to
this.
think about what I'm like I can say.
You are allowed
I
to
want
say,
be
yeah.
able to.
Yeah. I as long I remember nothing
I think I
NDA.
have learned a lot from the job though. Like at first, like I applied because I was like, you know, I'm like, because I was kind of tired of my old job, because it was like really, I was doing a lot for little pay at my old job. So then I was like, and it was also a really far commute, and I was like, you know what, I can find something better, and I found 2 things better.
You found 2 things. You have your current job and your freelancing.
Yeah, so sometimes you just gotta take that gamble.
I mean, looking at it, it has done a lot.
Hmm.
Would you mind if I share one of the edited videos you had for Wildcard?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if you could,
Sorry,
if you
my
could help
voice
me,
cracked.
you can help me find one because I don't know which one off the top of my head. If you could like help me
Gotcha.
find one, just send me it. I'll put it in the chat. While you do that, but while you're doing that, I do wanna address you regarding content creation, like how it's been like. Are there moments where you're just like doing the work, editing and everything, and there are points where you just like how artists have art block. Do you have like a huge? Is there points where sometimes for like even if it's like for like a short time or for a long time, do you have those moments where you have like that block when you start editing, like you don't know what to edit?
Not really, because normally, when it comes to like editing, like the project's already like in motion for me. Because normally I come up with an idea
Mm-hmm.
and then I try to work with that idea. So with the idea, I try to go into like research and like planning, and then try to have like a structure for how that video would look in the idea stage. So when I'm editing it, it's like not really a problem usually, but there was one challenge I did with like the Pokemon rare marks where like I had an idea at first, but then I thought that it wouldn't be as good anymore, so I do want to change that.
Mm-hmm.
But what I want to change it to, I'm not entirely sure yet. Um, but I think as long as you like have the idea and have like a whole plan for the idea, then it's definitely it keeps you from being blocked in the editing phase. I I do have moments where like I don't do something for a while, like if I don't stream for a while, then I feel like I'm like blocked with streaming because I'm like I feel like this isn't like as good.
Mm.
Or like if I don't edit for a while, then I'm like okay, I haven't had done this in a while, and my creativity is like kind of like eh. But I guess that's the closest to a block, but usually I get past it
Okay, okay.
faster than like what an artist block is, which I think could be a while.
Mm. So you don't really have like those blocks. You just kind of like if you don't like the editing, you just scrap it whole.
Can you clarify that? Sorry.
So like, cause you're talking about how when you said you were doing the in the editing process, right? You already have something in mind, correct? When you do the editing
Mhm.
process, like if there's a point where like anytime in the editing you're like, oh, I kind of don't like this. Do you scrap the entire thing?
It depends. Um, I have scrapped like 2 videos, and maybe a third. I sometimes I scrap them like midway through the challenge. Okay, there's a car running outside. Sorry.
You're good.
But yeah, there are some projects that just like stop either in the recording phase or like the editing phase because in the end I just don't think it's gonna be a good video.
Okay, okay. So it's kind of like the idea of you decide on like your editing and what you want to do for a video, and
Mhm.
if you think that like either it doesn't feel right or wouldn't hit the way you want it to, that's when you would scrap it and then try to go for like a different like point towards it, or like would you scrap it completely?
Mm, I think it depends on how. I think it depends on the project. Like some of
Okay.
them, like I could like restructure,
Mm-hmm.
but other ones, like if like the audio is just like super bad, then I'm like okay, I can probably just gonna either upload this on like my second channel or just scrap it entirely.
Scrap it entirely. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Has there been any like videos as of recent where you have scrapped them completely, or no? Not yet.
I'm still considering the rare mark one to be scrapped, but
Oh, okay.
the other ones not really. The other ones just take a while to like um edit. I also jump between a lot of videos because like I've had one that like has been scripted and ready to go, but like I need to record commentary and then
Oh,
I
just
record it and then like that's not good enough, so I need to record it again.
the post commentary and everything.
Yeah.
I think that's like my biggest thing of why I suck at wanting to like really get into long form content. I think just the idea of post commentary and making sure that the viewer stays engaged is like the worst thing for me. And it's why I kind of mainly just stick to streaming. And I guess putting out really dumb, like, I guess TikTok reel clips, that kind of thing, because I am horrible at like keeping attention. I think people are very good. I'm very good at giving attention or keeping attention on like a live stream, correct? But I feel like when it comes to like long form content, just talking, I feel like it's like really hard to keep that.
Yeah, I think it's tough because like a lot of the times you have to cut like a lot of stuff, just to basically getting to the point, or having good storytelling skills where like even if something gets dragged out, it's for the story.
Do you have any like when it comes to like your building, like when you build like a when you are making a video, I am struggling. When you're making
That's
a
okay.
video, is there any like one or multiple different creators you like look towards for like inspiration? Because I know making that is like really hard, especially if it's on your own sometimes. So do you take creative inspiration from like other content creators that you follow?
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of the challenges and ideas I try to gather from like the concepts from like Small and Point Crew initially, but then I started like exploring other like videos and trying to twist them as much as I can.
Okay.
So it's like kind of original. And when it comes to like video style, I think I look towards Alphared's a lot.
Okay.
Because I think he has really good storytelling skills and editing skills, and he keeps attention really well while getting to the point and making the videos funny.
That's true. I can't say that's true because I've watched his hour-long videos so many times. But yeah, is there like out of all the Muto, is there one that you look for that you look at like most prominently, or do you just kind of just like depending on like the video you're making, you look at a specific person or a specific group of people?
I guess it depends on the video I'm making. Like I think game stuff. Let's see. Let me look at my old videos.
Just looking through trying to figure out which ones, because like I know there's always like a lot of people will always have like, you know, when you take creative inspiration from someone, especially when streaming or like content creation or like or video making, right? Usually you have like some people who are up there, or not even up there. Sometimes it's just be your peers that you will look at, right? Like I know for me, when it comes to streaming, I don't necessarily take inspiration from like the bigger people. The bigger people I watch, right? Like for example, like I guess in terms of like just VTubers and streamers, like Boxbox, Bao, Artie, Maximilian dude, right? Like a bunch of those like big streamers. I don't really take inspiration from them. I just kind of watch them and be like, I like their streams, right? But I think like especially like this, right? Like this idea I made now, the S.S.R files. I actually shout out to the second, for those that don't know, shout out to my friends Rowland and Dedza who made the second round. I think their idea of interviewing someone was really cool for them to be able to like bring communities together, right? I thought that was sick and that would be something I would want to do. But instead of like, you know, bringing like just VTubers to VTubers, I really want to bring people that look at me, right? People that see me. I want to bring people to other communities. Because at the end of the day, I'm definitely someone who has assimilated with many different ones. Like I talk with you, especially, and like a bunch of others, specifically about like video creation, content creation, like working in that industry, right? I have the esports industry, people that run events, people that do logistics behind the events, stuff like that. People that are like working in like organizations, for example, like people that are contracted to work at Genesis, stuff like that. And then I have like, you know, the TOs. The what's not TOs, the competitors of like scenes. Like I have friends that compete a bunch of scenes and all that stuff, but I just want to like know when it comes to you, like I want to know if you have that like inspiration from like one person specific for a lot of your stuff, or whenever you make a video, do you like decide, do you specifically look at like certain people, and that could be like different from time to time, you know?
I I think it really just depends on like who I feel like watching at that time.
Uh,
It's interesting. Like I kind of just like switch my stuff up like quite a bit.
mm-hmm.
Um, besides like the shiny stuff, I think those are usually just like post commentary. Format kind of like small and Alfred combined.
Mm-hmm.
Because I try to be informative like small ant,
Mm-hmm.
and then Alfred's is like also informative but also very goofy storytelling
Yeah.
direction. Um,
You want to have some laughter in it.
yeah. The latest videos I've uploaded, Multiverse is definitely Alfred inspired.
Okay.
Paper Mario, like this whole game,
Mm-hmm.
I think that was more so like RT game inspired. So I like
Okay.
watching his like goofy playthroughs, and like he has like long playthroughs. I'm like those are fun to watch. I like when
Ah,
he plays long games.
I see. I see. I see.
Yeah, and then Pokemon Shining Pearl is like very early small ant, like modded. Um, but highlights rather than post commentary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's the easiest explanation I can provide right now.
That no, I think that's fair because you're taking like it's usually how you feel when you make a video, right?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing right now is I'm still like, interestingly enough, I'm still like finding my content my video identity
Ah,
as
okay.
I'm like as I'm like editing each one. So it's
Would
very
it be okay if
interesting.
you could talk more about like your video identity? Like how what's it called? How did you when it comes to it? Like how did you? How are you like forming it, right? Like because I feel like everybody starts off technically not necessarily with a blank slate, but with like an idea in mind, right? But like that idea might not be what the end goal ends up being. Can I ask like your journey on how you kind of got your like video identity? How you were like kind of like forming that while you were video editing for your like many different videos and stuff like that.
Yeah. Honestly, I just thought fun and goofy, and also doing some fun stuff that no one else would want to do.
Okay, okay.
That was like the big three. Um, but I think when it comes to like editing styles, I'm still like formulating my own like creative side, because right now it's still like heavily inspired off of other creators. But like I feel like at some point, if I like keep like making stuff, then it will just like branch into my own thing. I feel like that's because like usually it starts off with like inspiration, and then you're like, as you keep doing it, you put more of yourself into that craft, and then it becomes like your own personal thing.
Ah, okay. So it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's like having that having that identity kind of like form as you're going, but like you still have like some type of goal, right? Can I ask who like influenced your identity the most when doing these things? I know do you definitely or like not necessarily who influenced you, who were you aiming like not necessarily for, but like aiming towards? Because I know you still want to have your own identity, but there's always like somebody you're kind of aiming towards to be like, but not like to be the same.
Hmm. That's a great question.
You're like thinking about
I
like
think it's always changing. It really depends on what phase I have for who I'm watching at the moment. It's tricky because yeah, I don't know.
yeah, but have you really like I was that like have you really like thought of it too much or like is it kind of just like you're just kind of going with the flow?
Yeah, I'd say I'm more so going with the flow. Like, I'm like inspired as a foundation point, but like for long term, I guess going with the flow to see where I head.
Okay, okay. Well then, I guess for now that since you're like you kind of going with the flow. How like when it comes to this like endeavor you're doing, right? How do you feel about it? Like has there been any time where you have felt like it's been a lot? Has there any time when you felt like it hasn't been enough? Or like throughout this entire time we're just like, this is perfect. This is all I've wanted to do and this is like my greatest thing in the world, right?
I think it's kind of tough because like the more that I do it, it kind of just like it feels like my progress is based off of like views, which I know that it shouldn't really be like that, but it does like at some point like reach that standard. And I think the 10,000 egg challenge video was like really, really good, and that felt like I was on like a good path.
Okay.
But it also felt like I wasn't doing enough because I didn't upload enough after that, and everything kind of just like slowed down because I hadn't like uploaded like anything too crazy after that. So a lot of the times for me, I feel like I'm not doing enough right now. But before, it felt like I was like on like a good track. So maybe I'm like comparing myself to like a year ago, where like I had a bit more time to do some of these things.
Yeah.
Because the 10,000 eggs challenge, I was doing that after I had quit my job and I was looking for a new job. So I had a lot more time to record that.
You're definitely with the free time there.
Yeah, so I had more free time. But now it's like. Oh, hello,
I apologize, my.
Sorry, I took my socks off.
You took your you let the dogs came out. My bad, my fault. I should point at the sign, you know.
Yeah, that's my bad. I'll put my socks
My
back
fault,
on.
G.
But yeah. Right now, I'd say, I just need to. I don't know what I need right now, actually. Like, I think I'm doing what I can as best as I can with like the schedule that I have, while also trying to like balance out like being able to like go outside because I wasn't really going outside.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I'm like healthier on that aspect now, but I'm not uploading enough, or even streaming enough at some points.
Okay.
But I think for now I'm like figuring it out and getting better about it. You know,
you're kind of like finding your groove again.
Yeah, because I don't think I'm like being lazy because I'm like, but it also still feels like it's not enough.
Yeah, you're kind of like at a point where you're just like, you think you were there. You're it's not necessarily, so you technically hit like what would be considered the apex with that video, right? You were on like a steady rise, then you hit like your peak. I would say like your peak video, if you want to agree or disagree. Like kind of like your peak version of you, and then because of that you hit that high, so you're trying to find something to reach that high again.
Yeah, I guess it's like something. Well, maybe not even like that high, just like something that'll maybe even like half of that.
Is it because you feel like you hit too high with that, or do you feel like you're just do you feel like it's because you hit such a high that you're trying to even get towards that is hard, or is it just getting not necessarily because you hit the high? Is it the issue of just kind of like being able to not necessarily maintain that, but like kind of be more steady, be more consistent?
Like being more consistent is like the biggest thing because I'm really, really bad at uploading consistently. Man, there's like another thing that came up but I forgot.
You're good.
I think it's okay. I think it's because I know that I can make things that can be that good, especially, but consistency seems to be lacking on my end. Can you hear knocking?
I cannot. You are perfectly okay.
Awesome.
You're perfectly fine.
But yeah, it's just I think the biggest thing is just like I know I can like hit that potential with that example being it, but also it makes me think about like if I had more time, where could I be right now if I had
if you put more of your time into editing instead of having to do other things, right?
Yeah, or at least for my channel. But overall, like my schedule right now, pretty healthy. Being able to like, because I used to like not exercise. I used to slack on seeing friends even, just like making videos. And I was like, okay, I need to see friends.
Okay. No, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm like on a healthier track, but a part of me is like, what if if I kept doing that. It's
Yeah.
really tough to like manage
Okay.
that healthily.
Yeah, you're trying to find like the balance between the two, right? Or I guess between the three, because you have your normal life, you have your work life, then you have your editing slash content creation life, right? Is it do you ever have like the issue of like scratching that content portion of your brain? Because I call it the content creator brain, where you see something, you're like, I can make something out of that, Like I feel like that's what I call the content creator brain. Do you feel like you ever like struggle to like itch that because you have such like little time compared to before?
To when you say itch, like to do it?
Yeah, like it's not just to
Okay.
do it, but like the itch to like make something.
Yeah, I I I want to say I always have that itch. Like that's why I stream so much.
Okay.
I used to stream so much, and like a lot of times, if during my free time, I still like edit. I have that itch a lot. Like I have so many ideas. Like if I'm like not even like doing anything, I'll just sit there and just try to think of ideas on what to stream. But I have so many ideas in queue now.
Ah,
It's
okay.
It's so bad.
Yeah. So it's just you have that itch the entire time. It's just a matter of like how you itch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to think of a better way to say it. I was like, this is not gonna work out.
No, you're good.
Oh. All right.
But yeah, there are definitely some days where I don't feel like streaming, because like some days I don't feel too social, but I still want to like make stuff.
No, I know.
So I'll just like record off stream.
Listen, I feel that. Like, oh my god, the idea. I was supposed to. So I had a thing, right? So this would be my end. I had a thing yesterday where I said I was gonna stream more Zenless on Zero, and I had the time and everything. The reason I didn't was because my friend just came back from Glasgow, and I wanted to go, eat, catch up, hang out, and all that stuff, right? And I come home, it's like 11, and I really wanted to stream, but I was like, damn, I'm gonna be so tired, and I might just stream for like 10 minutes. Maybe let's not do that.
Yeah.
Like I'll turn live, and I'll be like, not even a half hour, and be like, damn, I'm getting tired.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's
Balancing
hard.
Everything is tough.
It's so hard, especially when like things just kind of pop up and you're just like, oh right, huh? Things are popping up. But I feel like that's also like the fun of it, because I of course I like my time, right? My time to myself, but I enjoy being able to learn how to like manage myself, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
And I feel like that's something that's like really cool to do, being able to manage not only time for you, especially when it comes to like work and personal life, but then time for like content creation. For me, it would be streaming, and for you, it would be like streaming plus video editing, right?
Yeah.
But like, okay, actually moving on, like, cause like I did want to especially hit this, because I realized I'm talking about this, and I really want skills, like when it comes to this like endeavor that you, or this journey that you've taken, right? What would you say are the biggest and like the biggest skills and like connections you have made through this like journey of like content creation? And it could be from anything from like the Smash scene to like working as a freelancer to even your own stuff. What have you obtained that you have like personally like you're like, yeah, this is the most coolest thing I've ever done for myself, and I really am glad to have taken this route because of these like whatever this thing that has happened, It's a loaded question, my bad, my fault.
What was the first part?
The first part is essentially what skills have you learned that you are glad to have obtained because you went through this journey of eventually getting to become a content creator as you are now?
Gotcha. I think the biggest thing was that I surprisingly through Smash I thought more about like the ability to learn rather than like the being successful every time and getting results. Because like you're not gonna win every match, But every match you can take something away from that and learn something. And I kind of went into that. I went into content creation with that same mentality. Like, not every video is gonna do well. You can't make it perfect. But the least I can do is like try, and each video I can learn something from it. Like what pays poorly, what can I do with commentary here, what's this editing thing that I can like do to improve retention, stuff like that. So I think the biggest thing was like learning, and then after that I just try to really focus on like just editing overall. And then like with like wildcard, they've like really taught me a lot, thankfully, with like through a job. So that's like been a great way to learn. And it kind of just makes me think about like, it makes me analyze myself, like with streams and like videos and stuff, like what it makes me think about like what to improve on, and even like good things to take away as well, like what have I improved on already, and positives as well, like the bright side and what to improve on, rather than just like constantly being like, okay, I just gotta improve all the time.
You gotta make sure you get this improvement each and every time.
Yeah, so you get to see the progress, and also learn. So it's made me more appreciative of myself in a way.
So it's like you just kind of like gain like that self positivity on yourself, right? Because of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I never would have thought I'd been doing this. I'd be where I am like 2 years ago.
That's true. I never would have believed I'd become a VTuber anytime now.
I remember when that was a channel point goal or something.
I hated that, okay? I didn't even make that my own goal. That was because I was in a call with some of my friends and they're like, you should do this. I'm like, no, I hate VTubers. What the fuck?
Oh, awesome. What? You hated it?
So this is the funny thing. For those of you that know, I was not a VTuber fan. Like, I was actually like, I did not care about it. I did not really watch it. The closest thing that I did, like, I watched 2? One of them is graduated, right? And like the other one is streaming on Twitch called Artemis of the Blue, right? And I've only watched 2 the entire time between 2020 to like 2023, 2022, right? Because in terms of like other VTubers I watch, I kind of just watch like my friends who were like, oh, I'm becoming a VTuber. I'm like, I guess that works, yeah. I'll watch you still, but I personally don't care, right? So, I don't know, the fact that I became one, despite, like, if you look at me back in, like, 2020, 2021, 2021, right, and you told me, hey, you're gonna be an anime girl on fucking Twitch, I would've looked at you and been like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So I definitely can see where you meant by, like, if you looked at yourself in the past and you look back, you're like, I'd never do this. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I think that's cool, you know? Like, I think that's such a cool thing to, like, what's it called? Like, be in such a position where you're just like, I never would have believed it. But yeah. Have there been, like, points?
I like the VTuber path.
You like that? Why'd you have to say that? I hate the fact that you guys
Hey.
Are
you happy?
I'm always in a state of regret and misery because of this.
Oh, I thought you were happy.
Oh, this is why I see the autograph every time.
What?
What? Huh?
I would have autographed you anyway.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you.
I've gotten so many autographs, you don't even know.
I did. I'm gonna see you at the Arcadian, and you're gonna be like, you're gonna come up to me and be like, I need the autograph now, mid set while I'm playing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But like, okay, going back to like the skills thing, has there been any time where you have regretted, like, learning something?
No, I don't think so. I don't know if there's anything I would regret learning.
Has it only been like things you've definitely have like enjoyed?
Yeah.
Okay. Has there been
I've
ever
like enjoyed a lot of them, and I
Oh.
even if I like didn't enjoy it, I feel like it's like something I could like talk to other people about. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Has there been any? I forgot what I was gonna ask. I had a good follow up for that, and I'm just like, damn, my brain stopped working. uh, but like in terms of
You
like
need to fuel it
the
with
skill,
gas.
yeah, I need to like put in the WD-40 to like
Ooh,
to like you know
it's not gas,
my
but
I need WD-40 because I need the gears working, you know.
okay, the
Yeah.
cog.
I need the cogs start moving, so I need to make sure that they're like free, they're flowing freely, you know.
You should make sure your head's plugged in, like Patrick's head in SpongeBob.
Did you turn it on and off again?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
exactly.
But I think the one thing I did oh yeah, here. Regarding like skills you've learned, right?
Yeah.
Is there any skill that you've learned that you wish, like, I guess you're still learning now, right? But is there any skill that now that you're at this position where you kind of like are now not necessarily like full body deep, right? You're not deep into like 6 feet under in the ocean, like in content creation, right? You're still technically like you're not dipping yourself in, but you're like you're submerged. You're at least some form of submerged, right?
I'm drowning.
You're not you are not drowning. Stop. But
I'm submerged. I'm
yeah,
drowning.
but like in that situation, like, has there been a time where you learned a skill but you didn't like learn it completely and you kind of like wish you learned more of it?
I don't think so.
Have you think you've been learning everything like at like a normal pace that you kind of like enjoy it?
Yeah, I'd say so. Like, there are some things I'm still like pretty bad at. Like, I'm pretty bad at like speaking on stream, I'd say. But overall, like, I think I'm getting better. That's like the biggest thing, because I'm not gonna be perfect overnight, and I can't really rush the way that I learn things or the speed at which. But the best I can do is try my best. I try to have like as positive of an outlook as I can on it, because I don't think I've really had like a negative outlook when it comes to learning, unless it's like in school, because like, you know, you get graded. But
yeah, that's fair.
In this way, it's like it's my own choice to like learn stuff, so it's pretty nicely self-paced, I'd say.
You're able to kind of like learn at a rate which you feel like you're learning at like a positive growth without like going too fast, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. And I feel like by being frustrated at the pace I'm learning at, it won't help me.
Okay.
So all I could do is just like try my best. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I feel like that's like a mindset that's very important, especially in the, I guess, the VTubing sphere. Because in my case, the VTubing sphere, especially in like when it comes to like growth, because I definitely have seen where a lot of people would just kind of like focus too heavily on the numbers, and because of that, it gets really hard. Or like even in like competition, right? Like you see someone focus too heavily on the results, not like the way to get to the results, but like just the results in general. And I feel like that also would like be like a thing, because I personally have fallen for it, especially when I have competed, where I would look at the results and I'd kick air. I'd kick air because I'd be very, very frustrated at it. But like, I think this whole like thing of VTubing has kind of humbled me, because I entered this basically knowing nothing, right? Like, I definitely feel like for those that have seen me, like I think most of the people that are here have known me for a very long time. And if not, I obviously was not a flesh tuber. I did not have a video cam on. I always had the camera off, but because I had the camera off, I never really like, I kind of just like, it was a way to like, I could just hide while still streaming, right? Like, I think that was like the big thing. But like now with like, you know, VTubing, I kind of still have my, not necessarily my face, but a face, you know? And I think that's really has like humbled me to like learn about like putting myself out there in that sense. Because I'm no longer hiding behind it, just a name, right? I now have a model that you could like address me towards, a actual like reference of a character. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was like the biggest thing. But yeah, like,
Question.
oh, yeah.
Why do you have the number 2 on your sweater and not the number 1?
Because this is a public model.
Um,
Yeah, my actual model doesn't have numbers. My
do you
actual.
want a 4 in there? We can both have 4.
Do you want a 4? Stop. No. Let me actually. So unlike some friends of mine, I know how not to spoil too much. People will find out once I eventually debut. I won't tell you guys when because I have to make sure that everything is set. But you know me personally, Lamsauce. You have met me one too many times.
Yeah, you can keep telling yourself that.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh my god. But yeah, so my model mama actually is heavily working on it right now. I like big ups to her. I love her for that. Actually, wait, I say
Whoa.
yeah. I adore her for everything she's done, and I am so happy that she accepted my commission, right? But here is me. I'm gonna send you it, and there you go. Chat, I'm sorry, you won't get to see it until the debut. Debut. The exclusive. But that is the exclusive look at my actual model.
There's no number. What's the point?
I show her the model, and the first thing she says is, "There's no number. What's the point?" Like, damn, okay. You know, I'm sorry.
No, this is cool.
But yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah, I hope that for whoever's here, I hope you guys are here for my debut. I'm not sure what day it is, but the plan is just so that you guys have like a estimation, right? The plan is sometime between November to February. So yeah, you guys will have that time frame, okay? That will be the big thing. Hopefully you guys are there for that. And yeah. I'll let you guys know when the day gets closer, right? I'll put the obvious like, aha, funny debut look, and stuff like that. Yeah, but aside from that, I do wanna talk more because we were talking about skills, but I want to talk about the bonds you've had, because at the end of the day, you can learn a bunch of skills doing these things, but I feel like the biggest thing, and aside from like these skills, is like the people you talk to when you start doing this, right? Because I feel like this form of like creation isn't a solo path. It's something that you do with people at the end of the day. Like, I feel like a lot of things you can do solo, like, except for like me as a streamer, right? I do a lot of things solo. Like, I don't really have collabs. I don't really stream more people. A lot of things I'm streaming on my own because I want to engage with my chat on things I enjoy, things like that, right? But like at the end of the day, you're still gonna make those bonds with people. You're still gonna end up having those friends that you've made through any form of content creation. Can I ask you like more so about like the bonds you've made?
Yeah.
Just yeah, it ends there. No answer. Just yeah, it's over.
I think from Smash, I think I would have dove so deep into content creation if not for, I won't say their name, but they worked for Mr. Beast, and then they like knew the algo, so they were like hyping me up, like, yeah, if you want to do it, do it.
Oh, wait, I know who.
Yeah.
Okay, I know.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're trying to keep it,
yeah.
like,
No, at full respect, I'm so proud of them for that. But
yeah.
like, yeah, I get. Okay.
Yeah, but like they hyped me up a lot, and I was just like, oh, and like they still like check in with me and stuff. I'm just like, and they're like pretty busy still, so that's like, I think they're like the biggest catalyst for me to like get more comfortable with like just shooting as far as I can.
Okay.
With this, and then throughout my journey, I think I'm really bad at like meeting people. I'm not gonna lie. I've met a few people, but they've had to reach out to me. They're very incredibly nice people. And very fun. I wish that I had more time to like game with them. I've been invited quite a few times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really bad at meeting people online. That's like the biggest thing for me. Like especially with like content creation. Like it's a lot of it's like online. Like I think with Smash, I was able to meet people because like in person, we were able to like get food, just like hang out and stuff. But like online, I don't know. It's just like it hits different for me because I know that I could like do the same thing as I could in real life, but it's different. But not impossible.
No, yeah, there is a possibility, right?
Yeah, because I also had trouble like making real life friends, and like Smash was like the first like community where I could with in a community. But content creation, I think I'm still figuring it out because it's like more vast. I think.
Okay.
But I have met a few people, and they are very very fun, nice, and
Yeah.
very very kind. Check in with me a lot. Try to check in with them when I can.
Do you have like any regrets on like people you've met, or not even like regrets, but the opposite of regrets? Like, do you have any like, oh my gosh, I like you're still so stoked that you've met this like any specific, like it'd be like one or multiple people, but like have you had either regrets or like, you know, like ecstatic you were ecstatic to like meet these people, right? Like any of like the polar opposites there, like any regret, any form of like oh my gosh.
Hello?
Continue.
Oh, I just said hello.
Hello. Yeah, my phone was on for a second.
You should have picked up.
I should have picked up.
This if it was a scam, we could have just like you know, we could have had fun with them.
I did not pick up. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for a scammer to call me then.
Anything for that? When it comes to that kind of situation.
I don't know. Like, I've like ecstatic like the moment I met them, or like now?
No, like you're at a point where like, you know, you feel like you're so glad to have met and become like friends or become like like colleagues with this person, things like that, right? Because like for me, I guess the easy example, right? The biggest thing for me is meeting Tong from Tampa Never Sleeps. This was back when I wasn't really like heavily into Smash anymore because, you know, COVID and all that stuff. I was no longer trying to help host these big online events, and I slowly started like, you know, try to like get to the offline portion of these events, but like it was just really hard because people were just kind of dumb, right? So working when it comes to like those things, right? What's it called? Like meeting Tong from Tampa Never Sleeps has really helped. I'm always so glad to have. Words are hard. But I'm always glad to have like met Tong, because I think meeting Tong and talking with him right now, or talking with them, really helped me gain like a, not necessarily a foothold, but like a first person point of view into like the FGC scene, you know. And I think without that, I would never have gotten to where I am now, where I'm able to volunteer, put myself out there, as well as still be contracted to work at events along with volunteering at events, right? Things like that. Oh, give me a second.
Okay. Hi, chat. Can anyone here do a backflip?
What was it? My dad was asking about Evo, because so Evo is
Evo!
so Evo is next weekend, right?
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it actually is.
That's early.
I'm leaving to work there in a bit, so yeah. But Evo's next weekend, and my dad basically he has friends for various like different like things he does, right? Because he's as much as he's like an old person, he's done
thing sounds like drugs.
No, not drugs. He's done various jobs. He has like
Cool.
a bunch of like a really big like job history.
Like dealing jobs.
Stop.
Car
Stop
dealing.
that.
Like in Vegas.
Well, yeah, like he's done bartending, he's done like airplane stuff, he's done parking things, he's done valets. Like he's done a bunch of like the odd job things where you meet a lot of people. And so he has a couple of his friends who their kids, either kids or like, you know, they're kids, yeah, well, kids, right? That are like either my age or probably older or younger, like it's like within my age range, right? That also play fighting game stuff. And so he always likes to tell them about me because of the things I do and the fact that I have done it for so long. I was like, okay. So he was asking me about like my IGN, so he could like share it with people. I'm like, yeah, here you go. And that was
Real gaming.
Stop.
What?
But yeah, like
You gotta be proud of it.
I gotta be proud of, bro. I'm a gamer. Oh my god.
You gotta be proud of
Your
it.
girl's a gamer.
To
That's
be cringe is to
crazy.
be free.
To be cringe. Stop. I am not doing that. Leave,
okay.
BB. But yeah.
You're so ashamed.
But yeah, like as I said, like you know, with when it comes to like Tong and Tampa Never Sleeps, I've met so many people through them, and it's honestly like the most like not humbling but like happiest thing I've had for a while. Like it really did give me the eyes into like a lot of the like more even like these smaller events that I usually probably would not hear because they're usually like regionals, right? And now I'm hearing about them a lot more, things like that. So it's you know, it's a lot of like I'm very grateful for them to have met them because of taking these. And that's why I wanted to ask you, like, is there people that you know you regret not talking to more, or are there people that you are, you know, so happy you've talked to and like they have definitely made a mark on like what you have done, right? Because I know one of them easily would be that said person that edits for like I know that, but like would there be like other people?
I think there are people I've met that like have the potential to, but I think I just haven't really spent too much time with or enough time to like really have that at the moment, at least.
Okay. Would it be more like
honest.
would it be more like a regret that you wish you had spent more time with them, but because of like the time constraints or so whatever, right?
Yeah. I feel like I had a lot of chances to, but I just different schedules because a lot of the times people are free during the evening. I work evenings. Mornings people are like sleeping or
At work.
at work.
Yeah.
So it's a bit different.
You're always working the evening, so it's like just like time issues, right?
Yeah, the best I can do is like weekends, but even weekends lately I've just been like out.
Okay.
It's a bit tough.
It's a bit tough, you know. I think that's fair because you know life is different for everybody. Like I'm lucky for me, right? At the end of the day, I work in retail. Retail sucks, right? But retail has given me the most freedom of like things I do, which is why I'm able to like still kind of stream, not consistently, but like at least stream weekly, you know. And I think that's like the big thing for me. But I know there are people with like full-time jobs, like it's like super full-time, like non like retail, non like entry type jobs, right? Like the senior like marketing type job things, like our senior biotechnician, big words for big job, right? And I feel like I've taken such a stray path that like it inadvertently has helped me do something that I enjoy way more than if I were to work a normal 9 to 5, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's like the big thing. But I also understand that like, especially in these times where, you know, money is especially in America, money is a thing. All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, money is definitely a thing. Like I understand like the big issue with like
USA.
But yeah, I think that's like the biggest thing. But yeah, going into like that, right? And like skills and bonds. I do want to ask, do you have any like anything you want to critique, any positive, like say if you were going to talk to someone about this and you would give them like pros and cons, right? What would you say to that person about pros and cons?
Pros and cons for which?
For video editing, for your type of hobby. What are the fun aspects? What are the troubling aspects? Why is it good? Why is it bad? Things like that. Like it's like you're trying to like explain to someone. You're not trying to convince them to like join it, but you want to be like truthful about like, hey, if someone asks you like, I'm interested, can you tell me more about this? What can you tell them to like be like 100% truthful so that they know what they're getting themselves into, things like that. Because you have been doing this for so long.
Yeah. I think the easiest to explain it is like you can make the funniest thing ever, but you also might hate it. You might hate making it. Cause the process
Damn.
like it could be like it could be like a, let's see, you can make like a 5 second funny clip, like the funniest clip ever, but it could take so much time just like finding the resources and like compiling them. Um, and then like depending on like your software or system, your editing software can crash. You have to do things again,
Oh. Oh
and then
no.
you have to wait for things to render. Um, but the creativity is like also amazing because you can like make there's so many chances to like just make a joke, even if like if you're editing for like someone else, even if it's like not your video, you could make it like, or if it's like not, if you're not in the video, then it's kind of like you're putting your own identity in it because you get to make something funny and put something funny in, or like your own magic. You sprinkle it in, you know?
Okay, okay, okay.
So I guess it's like the easiest, not easiest, but that's my explanation of it. Like the creativity is really fun, but the technological side is like pretty not fun.
It's not the fun thing for you.
Yeah, it's just gonna gets iffy. Like you could have things, it could feel perfect, and then suddenly like your software just stops working, or like
Ah.
this source is gone, or the audio isn't synced here, or
Yeah.
the wavelength, like, or like the audio waves are like not
Yeah.
synced with like the preview, stuff like
Oh
that.
gosh,
It's very
that
weird.
sounds so much. That sounds so painful.
And then you're supposed to like, oh, okay, sorry, firefighting.
Yeah, you're good.
Um, but and then like a lot of it's like the more that you do it, the more you'll be able to, the more quickly you'll be able to like fix those issues because like you're familiar with them. But sometimes it's just like it feels like something new always pops up.
Oh, okay. So
There's
it's like
that
the
too.
struggle of like having to like constantly be on your toes whenever this happens.
Yeah.
Have you had that issue recently, or has it been a lot more smoother?
Um, when I got my current computer that I'm editing on, things were overall smoother because I was able to run previews really well, like playback, cut like footage quickly, and then put them together, like work with audio and stuff.
Okay.
But the past few weeks specifically, I think it's like been the different projects I've been working on. For some reason, like the more technical issues have happened. Some of them are pretty minor,
Yeah.
but other ones are like enough of an inconvenience where it like affects how quickly you can edit. Like I think the biggest thing for me was like trying to figure out how to resync audio waves with the actual thing that's happening. Like in your preview you see like audio waves, but it's like not accurate to what you're seeing.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Hello, Yang.
Hello. Yeah, yeah. You saw chat. Okay. Hello, Yang.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Mm-mm.
But hello, Yang. You have joined the S.S.R files. This is a new series I'm doing where I interview people within the various scenes I am. It's more of a way for me to connect the people that watch me to other scenes, right? So right now we have my esteemed guest Lamsauce. She is a video editor and mainly for Pokemon, and has done freelancing for a channel called Wildcard. Things like that. How am I? I'm doing good. How are you, Lamsauce?
I was gonna say I like how you called me esteem because I feel like I'm just like speaking so dryly right now. I am good though.
My
Honestly,
esteemed guest, Lamsauce.
like when you say esteem, just like yeah,
yeah.
You're like yeah, what's up?
What's good?
What's good, fam?
But yes, hello, welcome in.
I am good. My arm is tired.
Your arm was
from
tired. That
dancing.
honestly, that's a mood.
EDR.
I do want to ask, like, when because I was talking about the what's it called, the issues. When starting off, how many of these issues were like there, Like, did you actually start off like pretty smoothly, or did you start off where you were basically like realizing how many of these issues you were having when you were like editing?
I think a lot of people when they start editing, just have trouble with the software. The software can be like really the UI and like a lot of editing softwares just make no sense.
Was
And
it
it
easier for
takes
you to
getting used to.
understand? Was it easier for you to understand?
It was also hard for me to understand. I didn't know
Okay,
what
so
anything was.
it definitely is a thing for everyone. Okay, I thought you're
That's the biggest thing. And then after that, like I think people just start off with like simple splicing, like putting like highlights together, and then like calling it a video. And then after that, then they start adding a few effects, like some green stuff, maybe some sound effects, and then background music. And then that's like more of the layers that happen. Or I think that's the layers of like learning. But what was the question again?
I was asking how hard it was for you when you started off. Like, were you have like rainbows and shit when you were just like, yeah, this kind of going the way I expected to, or did you find way more like difficulty starting up?
Yeah, starting off, like I said, it was just like the UI of like whatever software I was using. Because I think when in high school when I was making those videos, I was using like Windows Movie Maker.
Oh my god, Windows. That's
a classic.
Oh my god, I haven't heard of that in years.
Classic.
Oh.
And
For context, we're old. For context, us two are old.
In 2021, when I made the Heart Gold Soul Silver Shiny Only video, I think I used Hit Film Express, and that was like the software I was using for a while. Until I started working for Wildcard, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna switch to Adobe because I feel like that's better long term.
Yeah.
And now that's my main software. But relearning that interface sucked. I was just like, where the hell is anything?
Did it cause like delays in your videos because of that?
It took me like 2 weeks to get used to it. I don't think there were any delays, but it definitely took longer to like edit like the first like 2 videos. And after that, I got used to it.
Okay. Of all the
translation. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask, of all the UIs that you use, which one is like the easiest?
Windows Movie Maker.
Because you were talking about the translation. I was like, was there a point where like you just kind of were just like, I wish I was using the old one again?
I miss Windows Movie Maker. Hit Film Express. I think. I think I prefer Adobe over Hit Film because like Hit Film was pretty good. It was a free software, but some of the effects were like paywalled, and I was like, it felt somewhat limiting. And now with Adobe, I'm like, okay, I can actually make anything since I've got like full access to everything now. But UI, I think, yeah, like translation wise, I think Hit Film had a lot of features that, Adobe had a lot of features that Hit Film already had. It was just a matter of finding where they were. Hello, Cole.
Hello, Cole. Damn it, you're still looking at chat.
Yeah, that's my chatter.
Oh, that's your chatter? Hello, Cole.
Yeah.
Welcome in. Hope you enjoy. Lamsauce talking about
Gaming.
her talk about gaming, you know.
Yeah, my editing gaming.
Yeah, editing gaming. But yeah, continue. Sorry about that.
No, that was like the TLDR of it. Like, I think just switching softwares is like the same thing, just like getting used to the new interface.
Okay.
Thanks for the follow, Cole.
I can't believe you.
What?
I want never mind you. But okay, so what
I feel like anything I do, you just think it's...
every time it's always just like, bro, come on. This is how you know the dynamic is like of old time. Like this is.
You hate me.
I hate. What do you mean? I can't believe I'm getting slandered like this on my stream of all things. Oh my gosh. I'm hurt. I'm so hurt. This is how you know we're longtime friends. This is exactly how you know.
Is that what you call this?
Thank you for watching, everybody.
Yay!
Yay! Oh my gosh. But yeah, if like Adobe had the UI and like the features that Windows Movie Maker had, would you have been using Adobe not having like would you have like had a better like transition, especially when you start like really getting into it?
Yeah, I think if they had a similar user interface, it would have been smoother.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I think Adobe they have this like pretty neat feature where like there are like different modes. Like there's editing mode, captions and text mode,
Mm-hmm.
and like what's it? Other modes. The other ones I don't really use, but
Okay.
it's like a neat way to like organize stuff.
Yeah.
Or there's assembly mode where it shows like all your like different videos, and then you can. It's like a bigger format where you see all the videos in the project, and then just like put them on the timeline. But I think at first that like intimidated me because hit film, it was like the text was like right there. But
Okay.
overall, like it's more organized and easier to look at. Like now that I'm used to it.
What's like the worst thing you have with like the UI, especially because they're not Windows Movie Maker?
With Adobe?
Yeah,
Or
with Adobe.
do I have any problems with the UI? I think I've just used it so much. Like right now, I don't really have any complaints on it. Because
Okay.
I've been using it for like about actually a full year now.
Oh, has it been a full year? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. But like yeah, when starting off, what was like the biggest like issue you had then?
Crying. Sobbing.
Stopping
Crying.
crying, staring at it and seeing it not work.
Yeah. Basically, just like how to operate it, because like importing on HitFilm. I don't remember HitFilm very well, honestly, at this point. But importing was a bit different in Adobe. Oh, I think the shortcuts were like the biggest thing, because like shortcuts were different on
What are
HitFilm.
shortcuts?
Shortcuts like imagine like you're splicing footage.
Okay.
Like and shortcuts I use like Control Shift D on like HitFilm, or F. I forgot.
So
which one.
is it just to cut the films?
Yeah, it's just to like cut things and then delete like
Oh, I see. Extend. Okay.
yeah, get certain sections. But like the shortcuts, like if I'm used to like since I was so used to the HitFilm ones, when I went to Adobe, I kept using and autopiloting to like the HitFilm.
Oh, okay.
And then if I press like D on like Adobe, it would instead turn into like a transition. I'm like, oh no. So I had to get used to like
you
the
did want to do
shortcuts.
that. Okay. And that was that
Yeah.
like that was just like the biggest thing then.
Yeah, just getting used to like, cause like shortcuts like made things faster. If I'm using the wrong shortcuts, then everything slows down.
Okay. That makes sense because then
Yeah.
you want to make sure that you have like the more seamless transition towards it, right? All right. I mean, then in that case, what would you recommend to aside from Windows Movie Make, aside from crying and Windows Movie? I'm done. I'm so
What?
done.
Windows Movie Maker is so good. That's
It is
underrated. No
but
one
it
has
is-
access to it anymore.
It is. Yeah, I know. It's gone. But like, what would you like recommend to You love crying.
Me too.
This is. Damn. I'm getting. The chatters are here. It's a. But yeah. What's
Chat,
it
can you
called?
show Party Wurmples here? Is that a thing?
Can you show? Is it Party Wurmples? Are you able to? Did you actually
Wait,
put Party
oh.
Wurmples in your emotes?
My follower, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Look at me go.
Look at you go.
Salad.
But like, if someone were to come in and want to like learn it, what would you recommend? Especially when it comes to like price points, or like dollar signs and stuff. Because I know Adobe you do have to pay for, unless like you go on the 7 C's of the internet, or you have like student.
Quote unquote legally acquire it.
Okay. Yeah, if
Quote
legally acquire, you know. But like, what would you recommend for like just like a beginner, right? Would there be something you'd recommend more than the other? Because I don't know how many editing softwares you have used?
I think if you're starting, go with something free, because I don't think it's worth it to like pay for something that you don't know you're gonna do long term. Like any free software, like most people start off with like DaVinci nowadays. I think it used to be like Vegas
DaVinci?
Pro, but yeah, DaVinci.
I've never heard of that.
I think it's one of the most talked about free editing softwares at the moment.
Oh.
DaVinci Resolve. It's the editing software.
Okay.
I have never used it, but apparently it's pretty good.
Yeah. Because I think when I was on my laptop before, because I got my computer back in 2021, right?
Yeah.
And before then I had a laptop. I think I had, for the longest time, I had Vegas Pro 17. And that's what I used when I wanted to make really like, I wasn't making videos and putting them on the internet. I was kind of just making them and then showing to my friends. And that was like long time ago, right? But like nowadays, like I have Adobe. I luckily get it for free because haha, funny stuff. But because of that, that's how I use like Photoshop. That's how I use Premiere, right? It's Premiere, right? Yeah, and stuff like that. But you would always recommend using like the free ones first, and then from there, like if they say they start really like heavily getting into it, what would you recommend in terms of like paid stuff?
Pirate it.
Pirate it. What other softwares would you recommend? There we go.
I really don't know. I feel like DaVinci seems to be like the best thing as like both a free software and like the tools that they supply you with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from the sounds of it. I've never used it, but from the sounds of it, that's it seems to be the best one, both free and versatile. Volatile.
Volatile? I don't know if volatile is the right word, you know.
Okay,
you know,
versatile. That's the word. I can remember.
I was like, imagine going to like a new person and being like, yeah, you should use this. It's the most volatile software there is. What do you mean by volatile? I don't know. It might just blow up your PC.
I couldn't remember which one was which.
Oh my gosh. That'd be like the greatest like Trojan horse you could do to someone. Just tell them it's volatile. You should try it. But
and it keeps getting like updates, which is very good.
Oh, that's that. Is it like constantly updated?
Yeah, they last updated like 2 months ago.
Oh shit! Wait, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you like the UI for it?
I've never used it.
Oh, okay.
But I've seen other people open it, and I was like, what is happening? But that's because I'm used to other softwares. I would say, like, the biggest thing, like, if you're, like, learning a new software, just, like, explore it, get used to it. Because, like, there's never going to be, like, a perfect formatted editing software. Since they have so many tools, it's, like, impossible to make the UI, like, good, I think.
Good? Okay. I think that's fair.
Unless in the future, like, they actually do, and I'm proven wrong. But right now, it's just, like, I feel like it's difficult to have all the tools and make it easy to read.
Ah, okay. I think that's fair, though. Like, would you recommend,
Yes.
God damn it. God, I was ready. The worst part was because you said that, I lost track of what I was gonna say. That's why I made that face. I was like, really? I really lost track on. I had a perfect follow up for that, bro. Man, fuck you.
You should really remember it.
Oh my
like
god.
A huge problem.
Say the person the person that goes to you, right? Talks to you about content creation. And they have like hopes.
Wait, they go to me?
Motherfucker.
No, I actually misheard that.
Oh no, they talk to you.
Okay.
They talk. Okay, I be like, really?
No, I really
the second time. But like they talk to you and they're like, I want to, and they look to you for inspiration, right? It'd be like, say further down the line, they look to you and be like, hey, I want to also do this kind of thing. What kind of like tips and tricks would you give them?
Do the thing, like what, make a video or make a channel? Or...
Not even like that. Just like, what tips and tricks do you give them to like, you know, like start off like content creation? Like what kind of like things you want, like things to look out for, things you want to make sure you do, like stuff like that.
I would say have fun with it and have ideas that like you can be proud of, like enough for like it makes you interested enough to watch it. Like a million people will watch like, or a million people will make like a Minecraft let's play video. But what makes your video special? Like, is it like absurdly funny? Is it like informative? Is it unique? Like you're actually like playing Roblox or something? I don't know.
The Not series.
But yeah, like that's one of them. Just like make something creative and like have fun with it.
Okay.
The other thing is just like have a perspective to learn, because a lot of people like focus way too much on the numbers and like don't improve their content. And they get frustrated. And make sure that your videos are like quality, because a lot of people also just like upload a bunch of random stuff, like and they hope that it would blow up. I feel like that's like something that's always been around. Like people will just like upload a random video and hope that it picks up.
Okay.
But like a lot of like older stuff, like if even like older Jenna Marbles videos, like, it would be like random things, but like with a concept. Like she would sing Land Shark. She would make like vlogs of specific like things. So like there's always a premise rather than like, hey, I'm on a walk.
hey, I'm on a horse.
Yeah. Like stuff like that. Like there always has to be like a premise, and people have to like be curious enough to like click on it. Quality over quantity. Don't expect to throw many things and expect something to say. Exactly. Yeah. Like some people do that and they get lucky, and then they like, if they acknowledge that's like what people want to watch, then they'll stick with it. And that's like the luck factor.
I think in that case, like, wouldn't Alfred's channel be like just like that then? Because he did quantity over quality at one point.
He did.
And then the how-to videos.
Like pretty quality still, considering the quantity.
I guess that's fair. Yeah. It's you always, at the end of the day, it's what would be like the biggest thing that you want to like let them know when they upload a video? Like, what's the biggest like thing they like, biggest like, I wouldn't say rule, but biggest like like not like, it's not like a rule, because it's not like you want to do this. What's like the biggest recommendation when it comes to uploading a video?
I'd just say make something good and something that you yourself would click on, like if you're curious enough. Or if not, then like know that there's like an audience for that. Like I really like, if it was just like a video of you eating a banana, like one banana, I think it's just like it's a very limited audience. But if someone's curious enough to eat like 100 bananas, then people will click on 100 bananas. It really depends on like how, that's like an absurd extremity.
Yeah.
Extreme concept, but man, I was gonna say something else. Oh, but there's also like trend hopping, because like Alfred was also like uploading a lot of like Smash 101 videos, which was like he was like pretty prominent for like Smash videos overall, like as a figure.
It's a lot of potassium.
That is a lot.
It's a lot of potassium for 100 bananas, you know? I mean, I might watch that too.
Yeah.
I might be laughing the entire time, be like, damn, you could swallow 100 bananas. That's crazy.
Yeah, but if someone just like ate one, you're like, that's not impressive.
Yeah, I could eat one banana. I ate one banana. It was the spiciest banana in the world.
This banana's spicy. I gotta mellow it out with some sugar.
Imagine doing like the spice challenge, but with bananas.
Oh my God.
Oh, that'd be so ass. It'd be so horrible. Not only is it potassium, but you're burning yourself too. That's crazy.
Oof.
Oh,
I would cry.
100 bananas sound deadly.
Yeah, I agree.
Imagine death by what? By bananas. Oh. Do you speaking of
yes.
like video stuff, right? Do you have a pet peeve when it comes to like videos?
videos, like when I
Like,
upload or when other people
no,
upload.
both. I wanna know what is like your biggest pet peeve when either you upload a video or when someone uploads a video. Like in terms of like both the uploader and the viewer.
Honestly, I find it a pet peeve when like people like upload like very consistently and just like don't improve, and then they like really like they have an ego. Like, why am I not getting views? My content's good, and I'm just like, man, you do not have the mentality for
like
this.
you're like pointing at Yeet Smash, the way they do their videos.
Huh? Do
No,
they do that?
they do. I don't think they improve. I don't think that's they don't improve, but they have done the same thing for like the entirety of
Oh,
Smash.
that's fine. I mean, they're still getting views, but if someone like
true.
is like, if someone has like a few subscribers and like are still uploading like with them on a walk or something, then it's like
What if they like what if they like upload themselves on a walk? You know?
or them on a walk and it's like nothing's happening. It's just a walk. Like there's no commentary, like stuff like that. Or okay, I guess like a common misconception is like someone uploading like gameplay videos, and it's just like a playthrough, no edits. The audio is like quieter than like the commentary is quieter than the game audio and stuff like that. And then like in like on their Twitter or like on the community posts, like, why are people not watching my videos? You guys don't know what's good, stuff like that.
I see.
It's like the best example I could think of.
How about when you upload video? What's like your biggest pet peeve?
I don't really have a pet peeve. Like honestly, if someone like drops like a hate comment, I think it's fun. I'm like, man, I made it.
No, you know. So when I first started my VOD channel, right, and I put my Xenoblade 3, the very first one on my VOD channel, and it's Xenoblade 3, and I said Xenoblade 2 kind of sucks. And the first thing I've ever gotten was someone that said Xenoblade 2 doesn't suck, you suck.
Oh.
I'm like, did I make it already? What the fuck?
You're living life.
I'm living life. I just thought it was hilarious, but like
honestly, all hate comments I just see as like NPCs. Like they mean nothing. That's probably all they do.
it's I feel like seeing hate comments is so funny because I'm just like, I don't know why. I get why, like, for some people, right, it would be like an issue, but I feel like I look at a hate comment, I'm like, this is funny. Like you really spent the time to write that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, girl.
They're just wasting their own time, and I read it and I'm like, yeah.
Like I think that's like really funny to see every time.
I think the most I can think of to like a pet peeve, it's not really a pet peeve, this is just a thing that happens, is that the internet has like become really skeptical of like any video, especially shiny hunting. Like a lot of the times people just accuse me of cheating because I get really lucky with a lot of my hunts.
Oh, really?
Especially, yeah, like especially like the this is kind of like, I kind of get where they're coming from with like assuming that I'm cheating. Like the fire red shiny hunt, they thought that I was cheating because like I did use rare candies as like a hack, and like it was like in the B-roll, and people were like, and they assumed that I was like cheating in that whole challenge with the shinies too. But I should have mentioned that I was using rare candies, but it was full odds shiny hunting. Like I promised that, and I got really lucky except for with Abra.
With Abra, okay.
Yeah, but a lot of the comments were like, yeah, you like cheated, I'm sure. I'm just like, it's just one of those things that's gonna like happen. Like I think I can't blame people for being skeptical, but I also wish that I could do something about it, but I can't do anything about that. I just have to like kind of upload it and hope people can see that I tried.
Yeah, no, I think that's honestly fair. And was there ever a point where like those comments that you get would like kind of like get into your head at any point?
The first time I read them, I was like, maybe at first I was like, I should have clarified the rare candy thing, and I was like, I felt like dumb for not mentioning that in the video. But other than that, like other challenges, I'm not gonna mind. Like no one says, or the other challenges, like I don't know what they could say. Like that doesn't.
the egg shiny challenge.
Yeah, like, dude, the funniest thing about the like egg shiny challenge, there was one comment that was like, "I know you ain't hatched not one egg," and I'm like, bro, there's like so much footage of me hatching an egg.
That's how you know they weren't at the stream. I remember that. That was you spent how long to hatch? I think what was it, like 4 hours for one shiny, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was awesome. You over here, you're like, yeah, I'm living life. I'm hatching eggs on my free time.
Honestly, it's like so chill. I just get to like hang out with chat while I hatch eggs. Like, it's a vibe. I get to like talk with chat.
That's true. Yeah, your attention is fully to them while you just go be like, oh yeah, right, an egg.
Mm-hmm. Then we talk about like what onion rings that we like what foods we had this morning. I don't know.
I'm chat. Yes, you are. Hello, chat.
Hello, chat.
Oh, that's fair. Like
right now, our chats have fused.
Our chats. It's like
our genes are in there. Sounds like a happy response.
I'm so done with you. I'm so done with you. But yeah.
Fusion, exactly.
A fusion. It is a fusion of our chats together. It's crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, okay.
Like a baby.
But speaking of like chats, right? When you this is now going away from your content creation for videos, this is towards your stream. How do you feel about chatting? Like, do you, when it comes to it, like, do you try to like chat very often with chat, or do you try to like make it so it's more entertaining? I because I know when it comes to streaming, there's like a multitude of like things you have to do, right? Whether it's chatting with stream, whether it's playing the game, whether it's making the stream entertaining for the chatters or for even the lurkers, viewers, stuff like that, right? Like, what is your like take on that?
I think it depends on personal preference. Like for me, it kind of depends on the day. A lot of the times, like last year, I was very adamant about reading every single chat message. I think I said that weird. Every single chat message. And like reading them out loud and like responding to everyone. But at some point, people got like it became an expectation for me to like respond to every chat message, which felt pressuring. So now I kind of just like, I see one that I can like go on and like talk about for like 20 minutes.
You find the one chatter?
Message, yeah. Or I'll talk about something random. Or sometimes like if chat's like talking about something like super engaging that I can like talk about between like 3 different topics and I'll like keep all 3 of them going. Okay. I think that's fun. I think it just depends on like what's mentioned, because like if it feels like I'm expected to respond, it feels like I don't want to respond.
Do you not like do you like having the feeling of like having a forced like response to something?
Yeah, I don't like that. It feels not genuine, honestly.
You want to give like chat like your yourself, right? You don't want to give them anything fake. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's fair. Have you ever had like experience where like chat felt like it was too rushed for you, or not even like too rushed, but like too much? Wurmple with spinach. Hello, Ika. Welcome in. Yes.
Hello, Ika.
It's a Wurmple salad.
There are Wurmples in this salad. I'm a cannibal.
What the fuck?
What do you mean by too rushed?
What the fuck? What do you mean by too rushed? Damn, that's crazy. Like say if like sometimes like say there's like the chat will move too fast and you might miss something. Do you feel like do you feel pressure to like have to either respond at some point, or say if like you actually miss chat a bit too much, right? Do you ever have like that feeling of being like you have to be like, oh shoot, I have to respond to chat at some point, things like that?
Yo, chat after like the egg video, that like picked up my stream a lot. So I think I had like 70 concurrent viewers.
Oh my gosh.
On YouTube. And like chat was moving, and I tried to respond to every single one, and I think that was the stream where I was like, okay, I've got to just like read what appears.
Oh yeah, read what you see.
Yeah, read what I see. And I was just like, okay. So I started slowing down there because it was just like a lot to keep track of.
Okay.
And then it was just like keep going, and I just couldn't catch up. So it's just like, okay, I will respond when I can. And that was when I changed like my mindset on like what I respond to, and etc. But yeah. that egg video like really took off for my channel.
Do you think the egg video was what essentially skyrocketed your? No, I wouldn't say stardom, but it helped boost your career into what it is today.
Stardom.
Stardom.
Yeah, the egg video. I think like there are a lot of people who like in the shiny hunting event that PM7 hosts. A lot of them like knew me from the egg video or like maybe like
okay.
a random other video that I posted. A shiny hunting video.
Wait, you were. Wait, I just realized you were in that PM video. Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Congrats again. It's been so long, but still congrats. I just forget about that. I'm like, oh yeah, right. You were in that video. That was. Oh my gosh.
Chill. I forget how I found you. That's okay. I forget how I came out as to exist as well.
As a wormhole.
Yeah.
With the spinach. With your spinach salad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there's a point where you like people forget like how you meet someone, but like at that point I feel like it doesn't matter because now you're just with them. You're just like, yeah, that's someone I enjoy, things like that. I feel like that's a big thing. But like, oh yeah, you brought that up, so I want to ask, how was that?
It was fun. I'm very shy, so I wish I spoke with people more. So it's so hard for me to like meet people. Like I think in the Johto event I started talking with like more people and like doing Dynamax adventures with them, because like the first one I didn't have DLC to do DAs, and then the second one, like Johto, I was like doing the 1000 DAs challenge, and I was like, this is my chance to talk with people.
Okay.
And then the Hoenn one was so funny. Every time I like hopped into like a DA with someone, some other group would immediately find the legendary, and then we would like swap groups, and then another group would find the legendary, and then like the third time it happened, I'm like, okay,
yeah, it's not working. It's not working.
Yeah, we were like out of legendaries, so then there were like no more DAs to do. It was actually impressive.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think we started off with like Groudon, then Latios, and then we were like we were setting up for like Kyogre or something. I don't remember. Rayquaza. And then it was just immediately found when we were setting up, and we're like, okay.
Immediately?
Yeah,
that's
all of them
crazy.
Were like found around the same.
Oh my gosh.
So funny.
Okay, that's crazy. To be found in me, you're like in the middle of like getting ready, and you're like, oh wait, it's done, huh?
Exactly. We're just like, whoa.
That's fair. Have you ever talked with anyone from that like collaboration, that big collaboration you've done since?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, continue. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm like good friends with a few people. And then the other ones, like I just like interact with their funny Twitter posts. I'm like, yeah.
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 That's fair. Have you ever thought about wanting to do some type of collab like that, but like to a point where like you could host it?
Yeah, I wanted to, but then I'm so bad at managing my time that I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. Because I know that I could host one. I already have like quite a few ideas.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just getting the people asking and then setting up a day. And I'm just like, I think at that point I need someone to like help me manage like
time stuff.
An event.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have someone?
Would be a lot.
Do you have someone in mind when it comes to like helping with the manage?
No.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, but you do have the idea in mind, right? Of like what you would want to do. Okay.
A lot of times it's like ideas, but the biggest thing is just like organizing.
Because you have to get like a lot of people into it, correct?
Yeah.
When you were in the PM7 event, how organized was it? Was like everything like perfectly like moving? What were like your biggest like positives on that, and like your I wouldn't say your biggest negatives, but like things that you probably wish would have been better?
Honestly, every event I've not had any issues. I think they were all pretty smoothly run.
Okay.
Like they themselves were like surprised that the first one ran so well, and it was so good. Like organizing that many people for that many Pokemon for 24 hours, keeping track of every single shiny that was caught. It was so well organized. Like I I myself did not have feedback on how to improve that event.
Okay. You thought it was just like
Um,
perfect.
I thought it was pretty solid, at
Okay.
least me personally. Um, and then Johto was like pretty much the same thing. I've not had any issues with like all three of the events I've been a part of.
Okay.
Like they've all been like pretty well run. Like Neo and PM7, they are on top of things.
That's cool. Okay, cool. So you really only experienced like the good, the pros. Thank you, Cole. I was. My English is not my greatest language, despite it being my first. So,
We should have learned British English.
bro, if I learned British English, it would have been over. No one wants to hear me speak British at all.
Oh.
No one needs me with a British accent. I will be the most insufferable person in the world.
Oh, crikey.
Oh,
Wait,
bro.
that's Australian.
Oh my god! What is wrong with you? Oh,
Crikey.
crikey! Oh my god! Speaking of, which Pokemon country is in Australia? It was, I don't remember who, but there was someone I swear I watched that is an Australia base, and he does, no wait, he does Smash content. Never mind.
Oh, are you talking about Z?
Yeah, I'm talking about
Lil
Z. Yeah, I'm talking about Z.
Yeah.
Has he also been in those things? I haven't actually watched the PM7 collaborations. I just heard of him because I heard you were in there.
Wait. What was the question?
Was Lil Z in any of those collaborative events?
No. Does he do
okay.
Pokemon?
I think he did Pokemon at one point, but I know he mainly does Smash, but I know he has done Pokemon before, especially like Kaito. I think it's Kaizo. Which is the one that's the not the roguelike, I guess the roguelike, Pokemon Kaizo, right?
Pokemon Road?
No, the one before that, where you had like the strength boulders to push and you decide on a path.
Yeah, Pokemon Emerald Rogue.
Is it Emerald Rogue?
Yeah, there's Poke Rogue, which is the browser one that most people played, and then
Okay.
there's Emerald Rogue. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the one you're talking about.
Yeah, that might be it. I just hear Pokemon Kaizo and I'm just like, is that it?
There's also Kaizo. I think Kaizo is like one Pokemon only.
Oh.
I could be wrong.
So like
I think
clearing
it's
a
Iron
game.
Man Kaizo actually.
Iron Man Kaizo.
Mm.
Oh. There's an Iron Man in Pokemon?
There's Iron Man Pokemon. That's the one Pokemon. Yeah. I think Small Ant did a video on like
That's a real
the
thing.
Iron Man one. He was. It's like super hard. He's like one of the few people to beat it.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
So
you can't use you can't use legendaries or pseudo legendaries. You have to. You can't use healing moves. Healing centers are like limited. The moves are all randomized. The Pokemon are all randomized.
the moves are randomized. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like, imagine getting splashed 4 times. It's over. It's over for you.
That'd be wild.
Imagine getting splashed once. Oh my god. Oh. You could find a Pidgey that knows Oblivion Wing. Wait a minute, that'd be funny. But what do you mean by like one Pokemon? Is it you only can use one Pokemon at a time, or?
Yeah, you could swap with like a wild Pokemon, but as soon as you catch that wild Pokemon, you have to replace your quote unquote starter or whatever Pokemon you have in your party. So like let's say you have like a Skarmory as a starter and then you want this like Macargo.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's super cool.
Have you ever done it?
Not on stream. I've tried it like at work just to see like what the vibe is. And I'm like, yeah, this is pretty hard.
Okay. What Pokemon stuff have you not tried yet? That not necessarily tried, but like I would say try on stream, because I know you're pretty popular, especially within the scene, mainly for your shiny hunting adventures. But like, what have you not tried that you want to try?
I want to learn how to be good at competitive. I know that you're a competitor.
I am a competitive player. I very much am active in the scene. Like, you want a game?
I want a game.
Oh my gosh.
There's like strands, you got like mind games, you gotta know your...
Have you ever thought of trying to like join the ladder, even in Showdown?
Yeah, well, in Showdown, that's like my practice. Like I just like go play random and then try to learn as much as I can about like what build these Pokemon tend to have, and like what these moves do, and like what I could do myself.
Okay.
And see what synergy I can match together with random Pokemon.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, that's that's the only thing I've been doing when it comes to comp at most.
Okay. Have you ever thought of like any ideas of like aside from competitive that you want to like try? Because I know you're heavily in the Pokemon for shiny hunting, but like even not necessarily even like in Pokemon, just out in general. Like, have there been any ideas that you really wish you could try when streaming? But like it's kind of like to a point where like it's a little hard just because you're always known for like either you're known for Pokemon or you're known specifically for shiny hunting in Pokemon.
Yeah, I've been wanting to branch out to like other games. Like I've like well, I've had a Minecraft one for a while, but I never finished it. Because that was like the thing that I was gonna like branch out with, because Minecraft is pretty big too, and I think that one would do fine. But like there's like a Stardew Valley one I want to do.
Oh?
I don't want to spoil like the.
No, you don't need to spoil, but like
I can tell you.
Okay.
In the DMs.
In the down low.
In the down low.
Down low.
And then there's just some like random just chatting ones too. Like I think I wanted to. Oh, okay. I'll tell you this one in the DMs too.
Okay. That's fair. But like, with that, what do you mean you always play Minecraft? Not your chatter calling you out on this.
Minecraft? I rarely play Minecraft.
You always. What do you mean?
The last time I played Minecraft was Cobblemon on stream.
Cobblemon?
Yeah, Cobblemon.
What is
I was trying to do 100 days in Cobblemon.
What's Cobblemon?
Cobblemon is like Pixelmon, if you know what Pixelmon is.
Is that the Pokemon thing?
Yeah, it's Pokemon in Minecraft, but Cobblemon is like its own it's like another version of Pokemon in Minecraft.
Okay.
Where like I think the crafting is easier. Their Pokemon, in my opinion, look better. Because they're still like Minecraft structured and like cubey.
Yeah.
But they look like the Pokemon, which has a certain charm to it.
Okay. So it's not like the actual Pokemon in Minecraft. It's like how do I explain this? It's not like the Pokemon from the world of Pokemon. It's like Fakemon?
It's still the Pokemon themselves, but in cube form.
I think I get it. I'm not.
Yeah,
I might be. Unfortunately, I am not a Minecraft person, so.
That is
okay. As much as I am a variety streamer of the sorts, I don't play Minecraft.
No problem.
So,
Here, I'll send you a picture. Here's a Charizard from Cobblemon. Like they're cubey.
Wait,
and then Charizard. And then Pixelmon. Charizard from Pixelmon is like more smooth, I think.
It's more smooth? Okay.
Yeah, they try to make it look like the Pokemon. So like I think that Cobblemon. Okay, I just messed up. I think Cobblemon has like a charm to like the way that the Pokemon look.
Okay.
Is Pixelmon.
That's Pixel. Okay, I see. So it's like if Pokemon were in Minecraft type thing, not necessarily just Pokemon in Minecraft. It's a if this was a reality, this is what it would look like.
Yeah, and you could still play like regular Minecraft, like the way that you normally can, but there are Pokemon around now, which is very nice.
Okay, that's cool.
Like creepers and skeletons will still appear, but then you have like a Pokemon on your team, which will not help you against the creepers.
Okay.
But it's nice to have them.
It's nice to have. Cool. I was joking about how you say welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play. I'm here right now mining coal.
Oh, I forgot I say that. You're so right.
Oh, that's fair. But yeah, like I guess in that sense, like you have like these options you want to do, but you just it's kind of hard to like dive deeper into not dive deeper, branch out into other paths because of like how you're mainly known for. Okay.
I think that the other things could do like really, really well. They just have to have a certain premise to it. Like I think the next like big thing I want to do that I think will do like at least okay is spending like quite a few hours learning how to speedrun Mario Odyssey.
Oh,
like, I think that could like have that could be a good premise because I want to learn how to like speed run things. I want to learn like VGC, so I could like spend quite a few hours learning like Pokemon VGC too. Um, like there are quite a few like premises where I can like learn things, but and it could be a video.
Yeah. I think my biggest thing with the VGC is I want to compete, but like I don't have the time to hatch eggs, and I also don't own the DLC for Scarlet Violet, so Urshifu is like completely gone for me.
Wait, Scarlet Violet?
Oh, no, Sword and Shield. I don't have the. I
Um,
never got the DLC for Sword and Shield, so like
That's a
Urshifu, Calyrex, right? Like Regieleki, like the Pokemon there that are not already Scarlet Violet based, I can't really use. Like I could still get my Grassy Glide, Rillaboom, right? But I can't,
Grassy Glide.
I can't get like my Rapid Strike Urshifu, running it down with people, things like that.
Gotcha.
Which is like the big thing. I know it's like the biggest thing for VGC, but I feel like time-wise, it's really hard to get into, you know. And like that's about it. But like I guess if you really want to, I don't is what honestly is really stopping you from like because I know you were talking about it. You do want to branch out, but what's like really stopping you? You know.
I think right now, my main plan right now is just to like queue up a lot of Pokemon stuff because I have quite a few videos in queue right now. And then when Legends ZA comes out, then I can pick up from there. And then after that, then maybe I can try branching out a bit more again. Because right now I'm like branching out a little bit. But when it comes to like stream, I do want to like also pick up, like have a direction where like it could be more sustainable for me. And then maybe with like a more solid foundation, I can branch out a tad more.
Okay. Just have that work out in that situation then.
Yeah.
As for like the video stuff, if you don't mind me asking,
Yeah, I mind.
yeah, I mind. Okay, you know what? Maybe we'll not ask about the video stuff then.
Wait.
I was gonna ask, when you have this idea for videos, how do you kind of like order them from like which is the least important to like the most important?
Whichever, honestly, I have like I think I have a decent gauge of like what will do well and what won't. Like I think that because I did a challenge where I did 1,000 Dynamax Adventures, I think that video is gonna go crazy. And then since I'm doing the Sword and Shield egg challenge again, I think that one will also do well.
Okay.
But me doing like badge quest and the rainbow shinies might I think rainbow shinies will do better than badge quest.
Rainbow shinies?
Yeah, so I caught a shiny rainbow.
A shiny rainbow?
Yeah, so you catch like a red shiny Pokemon for the red color. So basically you have like 6 colors to make a rainbow. And I wanted to upload that in June and I fell behind.
You fell behind. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. And so but yeah, so
That's cool.
that one I think that one will do better than Batch Quest. So right now, I think the ones with numbers in it, like big numbers and a lot of time that no one else wants to spend.
Yeah.
Doing that will do well. But like Badge Quest and like Shiny Rainbow will probably like not be as crazy, but like still like a fun premise.
Okay. And just get into that point first. You want to make sure you're able to get through the stuff before you continue onward.
Yeah, for Pride Month, yeah.
For Pride, that would be cool though. That would be cool. Imagine you just do that, you make the video, and you wait till next year. Sorry guys, you see the video next year. But yeah, like I guess in terms of that, then like, cause you said you have a pretty good gauge in what would do well.
That's my idea right now. I could be wrong.
How do you set up the queue then? Because if you know that everything's gonna, like the things you decide to do well, how do you set the queue on what's the first thing you want to send out versus like continuing on other projects?
Honestly, whenever they're ready.
Is it a case by case?
Yeah, I think like with the Dynamax Adventures, I think I can spend quite a bit of time because I want that one to be like really good. because I spent so much time on it that like I can like work on it and then like work on something else, then look back at it and be like, okay, I want to change this, change that, and like give it enough time where like since I see things like so often when I'm editing, it
Yeah.
seems fine in the moment, but if I go back to it and like with like a new set of eyes and I'm like, okay, I need to cut this part, I need to cut this part, so I'm like taking my time with that one.
Oh, okay, okay,
um
okay.
but with like the rainbow shiny, the biggest thing holding me back is just like trying to record commentary for that one.
Yeah.
But I think that one's pretty straightforward enough where like I can just like edit it and review it, and then I think it'll be fun to upload.
Okay. I guess that makes sense then, yeah, because you want to make sure that you're able to get. Do you work? Do you work based off how you feel? Like in that sense, like when you work on a video, do you work on a video because you feel like you want to work on that video, or do you work on it because you have like a deadline?
It kind of depends.
Because I know if you're freelancing, you probably are working on a deadline, but when in terms of like your own videos, like ones that like the videos that is on your time essentially, do you work based off like the feeling of, oh, I probably should work in this video, or do you work because like you have a deadline for a video?
Honestly, I just upload whenever I feel like they're good. I don't really give myself deadlines. I try to give myself like, okay, a quote unquote deadline. Like if I miss it, then it's like fine.
Yeah.
But I do try to have a goal for when I try to finish things. Just so that I could like have some sort of structure.
Yeah.
But if I miss it, then I think it's okay, because a lot of the times the reason I miss it is because I have incoming work, freelancing. So,
Okay.
So I just try my best to, and if like I can't work on a certain project, like for example the Rainbow Shinies, I haven't been able to record commentary again because like the first time I recorded it, it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
So that one's been like on hold for a while.
Okay.
While I try. So if it's on hold and I have time to edit something and I'm like not at home, then I will edit like the DA one, because that one's pretty much just like me cutting footage and like trying to craft a narrative on it still.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of it's just what you want to work on, or not necessarily what you it's like you give yourself a deadline, but you don't make it the end all be all, correct? Okay. Has there been a point where you've missed a deadline one too many times on like one video that you're just like, oops, I probably should finish this up?
Not really, I think. Normally, I whenever I stream, I'm like, whoops, guys, it's delayed again, my bad, and that's it.
You just tell your chatters like, my fault.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, it should be up Sunday, and then I'm just like, whoop, my bad, next week, and then it's just like another week. I'm like, whoop, okay, well, it'll be up whenever it's ready.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, so
Filling my chats. I think since I upload like so infrequently, they're like, it's whatever.
it's normal. It's normalized now.
It's normal.
Yeah,
it's normal now.
That reminds.
They have to accept it.
Regarding you and Shaq, because I know you have transferred. So, knowing you, I've known you've done Twitch. You transferred onto YouTube, and then you transferred.
Yeah.
You did like a dual stream, and then you transferred back to Twitch. How has that been for you?
I think it's been good. I think overall the Twitch features are just like better, and I think I feel like I'm spamming less on YouTube, which is also a plus.
Okay. Have you ever felt like you definitely have lost people because you kept switching?
Not really. I think the YouTube stream watchers will still watch the videos.
Okay.
And I think the people who like really, really want to watch stream will move to Twitch.
Okay.
I don't think I've really lost anything. Like I'm still thinking like YouTube streams, I could do them like once a month. Maybe not like this month, but maybe next month. At least I was thinking about that recently. Like maybe once a month, like end of the month, I could do like a YouTube stream and then go back to Twitch. Or maybe if I'm like starting like a new challenge, then I can like dual stream and then keep going on Twitch.
Yeah.
But Man, I keep forgetting the question.
The question is how is like your journey regarding like your constant switching, like how what especially with like chatting, because usually when it comes to like Twitch chat versus YouTube chat, right? There are people that are
Yeah.
very adamant on YouTube. There are people that are very adamant being on Twitch only and not really because they don't like the features on each side, things like
Hmm.
that. Have you ever
Yeah.
have you ever felt like you've lost people like because you switched like 3 times already, essentially?
Yeah. I don't think I've really felt like I lost people.
Hmm.
I think, interestingly enough, me going back to Twitch, a lot of the older viewers, like, were, like, hanging out and vibing.
Okay, you got a lot of your older viewers back.
Yeah, combined with, like, the newer viewers.
Okay.
There are people, well, like, older, like, surprisingly, someone like followed me on like Twitch from like 2021 after my like first video, which was like the Hard Gold Soul Silver one,
Mm-hmm.
and they like came into my chat randomly and were like, "Hey, I followed you like 2 years ago. I'm glad to see you streaming." And I'm just like, "What?"
I'm glad to see
um,
I've been streaming.
yeah,
Okay.
no, it's not like that. I'm just like 2 years ago, you're still here, like
Yeah.
that.
So you think
I
it's
was like,
probably do you think it's just easier to stream on Twitch then? In that case?
Yeah, I would say so. Like,
Yeah.
I would. The outlook I have is just like I'd rather keep Twitch as like the streaming platform,
Mm-hmm.
so that there's a separation, and YouTube to be like the video platform.
Okay, that makes
Because
sense.
I think if I do too much, because a lot of times when I'm like streaming like a lot on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
then it's kind of like not what the video watchers want, which is a lot. A lot of my subscribers are video watchers, and I also feel like there apparently there is a feature to like disable stream notifications on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, but a lot of people don't know that exists, and I didn't either. So I felt like I was really spammy, and if I upload a video, then people wouldn't know that I actually uploaded a video. Because streams would notify like their videos on
Mm.
YouTube. But if I streamed on Twitch, then people who just want to watch streams can get their notifications here. And if people want to watch videos, then they'll get their notifications there.
Okay, okay. So it's
That's
more
my perspective.
it's like keeping the separation so that you don't clutter each side with whatever, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Basically, less clutter I think is better long term.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if like, because I definitely get like less viewers here than like YouTube,
Mm.
but it's not like that bad,
Okay.
and it's like better. I just see it as better long term overall. That's my perspective.
Okay, okay. It's more like the net positives are bigger than the negatives, so you'd rather do that than to like keep dual streaming or stay on YouTube, correct?
Yeah.
But then you did say I remember you did say you want to go back to streaming on YouTube. Would you end up doing like offs like non video type like shenanigans on YouTube? Like say you don't really want to make a video, but you wanted to try this idea for streaming. Would you rather do that on YouTube or would you still do it on Twitch?
I think I would prefer to do like random stuff on Twitch more than YouTube.
Okay.
Because YouTube, I think if I were to like do like a stream on YouTube like the end of the month thing, it would more so be like something that a lot of the times like people come into stream because they want to be a part of the video.
I see.
I
Okay.
think. So I'd have to be like engaged with it. It would definitely have to be like a video concept.
A video concept. Okay, okay.
Yeah. So like if it's like especially like part one of like any challenge, a lot of people or like the finale of any challenge, so
Yeah.
people come in for those too.
Would you end up having to stream YouTube would you end up if you're doing like a challenge, would you end up doing like the part 1 and then doing the finale on YouTube, but then everything in the middle you would just stream strictly on Twitch?
I think I would do a part one, but I don't know about a finale. I think I would like put on a community post like, "Hey, we're like finishing this
Okay,
on
okay.
Twitch." I think, but I'm not sure yet because I'm still like thinking about like the
You're
pros and cons
deciding.
of both. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Rena, you're trying you're still testing the waters because you're only recently you swapped to Twitch only. I say that
Yeah.
even though it's been like what a few months already, But like that's technically still recently because for the longest time you were on YouTube. And then
Yeah,
you
that
were
was like
and
a
then you were
full
dual streaming.
year.
Yeah. You were on YouTube, then you were dual streaming for like half a year, and then now you're on Twitch strictly again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think in that case then, I believe you have answered a good majority of my questions. I'm very happy. You could ask me any question. And also, chat, if you guys are here and awake, if you want any questions you want to ask Lamsauce, feel free to.
Can I have your autograph?
Okay.
You said I could ask any question. Taking that as a yes.
I swear to God. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you. Thank you for the head pats, Cole. But yes.
Yay!
Wait, shut up.
What? You said yes.
Oh my god, I was thinking of, well, okay. Exclamation mark autograph.
Me?
Yes.
No, thank you. I'm good.
Yeah? 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 Okay. But yes. Do you have any closing remarks aside from autographs for the chatters here or for anyone here watching?
Chat, if you drop a prime right now to Sona Lin, then I'm gonna make Lin do a backflip.
What? No. No. Do not. What the fuck? No. No. You are not doing that. You are not doing that. No, you are not.
Primers in chat?
Primers do not.
Dude, backflips are so good.
I don't care. You're making me do a backflip. Cool. I will hurt myself.
I'll do a backflip with you.
Oh, what do you want me to do? Get the worm pole and just spin it around?
Wait, that'd be awesome.
Wait, that'd be actually really sick. Imagine if I get, maybe I'll do that one day. I'll edit that and I'll have it so you can like flip. Eder, did you get that? Eder. Oh, but yeah. Other than that, I think you have answered all my questions. I'm very glad to have this insightful like conversation with you. It's cool, you know. I think being able to like kind of talk with you about this, because usually when you stream, right, a lot of times people like talk with you. It's not necessarily about what you do. It's just what you're doing in the moment, you know. They don't really know a lot about like what you do behind the scenes, all the extra work you put into it, along with, you know, just streaming in general.
The crying.
Crying, besides crying, okay.
Oh.
Oh my god. But yeah.
Hey, can I ask you another question?
Yes.
What is your rank on League?
On League?
Mm-hmm.
Currently, I am gold 4. Why?
Oh, no, I was just curious.
Currently, I'm gold 4. I peaked plat 4 last split.
Can I ask you another question?
Okay.
Where would you want to take content?
Where do I want to take content?
Yeah.
So I have my debut coming up hopefully soon. I won't say when.
Try to hear that.
Stop.
What?
But like in terms of like
I'm hyping you
I can't believe you. In terms of taking content, I had a point where I do want to start learning how to make video content, whether it be short form or long form. I don't have any ideas because there's a lot of ideas. There's ideas that I don't know if they're gonna hit, right? But there's stuff I want to do, but it requires me to get to that point. And at this current moment, I don't want to really start making content with this model, right? I want to start making content with a model I own, not a model that is public that I paid. Yes, I paid to use the model, but it's not my model, you know?
Yeah, it's still like public.
It's a very public model. There's other people with variations of this model, stuff like that. I want to be able to like use a model of my own, and then from there I want to make like content with that, because I think that'd be really fun, you know. Like this is at the end of the day, this gig, right, this form of streaming and everything is a hobby for me. If I grow from it, then that's, you know, cool. I wouldn't mind just having to stay as a hobby. I wouldn't also mind, you know, growing and end up being bigger, right? Like obviously I could say numbers don't matter, but I think instinctively I will always look at the numbers, right? And but like I at the end of the day, like I'm here to kind of like I started streaming for the fact that I wanted my friends wanted to watch me play games, right? Because back then we were using Skype, we were not using Discord.
Yo, Skype throwback.
Yeah, Skype throwback. Yeah, exactly. For those of you that are too
know
young,
how
yeah, I'm a Skype user. I'm that generation.
It's older Zoom chat.
It's older. I'm a Skype. I didn't use TeamSpeak. I used Skype. So yeah, I remember Skype. Yeah, it's a long time ago. But like I wasn't at that time. Discord also didn't have like share screen or anything, and even though I started using Discord back in 2016, I wasn't really interested in using Discord, things like that. I really started using it once 2018, 2019 kicked in, right? And that was when they started adding a bunch of stuff. But like beforehand, I would stream. I would basically I made a Twitch. Yeah, my dogs. I made a Twitch account just to stream, and that's like the start of this account. I made this account to kind of stream. That's it. But yeah, what will the model look like? Unfortunately, the model is NDA. I am not telling anyone. There's a few people that have already seen it, seen how it looks, but not seen how it moves. And Lamsauce here never seen it. And like I want to make it a surprise because I want to make sure that when you guys do see my model, like it's the biggest surprise that I have, because I'll let you know right now, I have the model. I love it so it's so cute and it's so me, but I don't want to like spoil anything because I feel like that ruins the pizzazz of, I feel like building up the hype is cool and all, but right now I want to wait till I really can build up that hype. So I won't tease anything until like way later when I could guarantee that I have everything set, I'm ready to go, you guys will be ecstatic at what I have, things like that. If that makes sense. And yeah. But like in terms of like just bringing my content forward, like I feel like this is a long time thing. I don't plan to leave streaming anytime soon, because this is like it's like a very good stress reliever, if that makes sense. It's like being able to, after like a long day of work, right? A long day of college, or like a long day of just being out, being social. I could come home, turn on my PC, turn on my VTube studio, turn on OBS and whatever like thing I want to do, right? And then boom, I'm with people, I'm now streaming to like one person, maybe two, but like it's always a fun time, things like that. I think that's like the best thing in the world, because like at the end of the day, even if it's just one person looking at my streams, it's one person, it's someone here that is watching me do something, and I think that's really cool. That's kind of like my take on content creation right now.
That's a good outlook, I would say. Very healthy, very, very chill, relaxing.
I think I don't know. I think it's cool, like just the idea of content creation. I think having it have gone to like this point in time where it now is looked at as something that can be stable with some backing,
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's like the big thing. It's not like the 2011 to 2013 era of putting a funny video and then going viral, things like that. I think it's to a point now where like it's very possible that someone can make content and can make money off it consistently. Mm-hmm. And I think that's like really cool. Hopefully one day I'll get there, like that is definitely a goal. But it's not like I'm not striving to reach that so fast. I don't have like the intense urge to, I have to reach this, right? I think growing naturally is my biggest like enjoyment in this, because a whole year ago I was under 200, and now when I look back, right, like there are over 300 people that have followed me, and I think that's like a big thing, because like it's seeing that growth happen, and I had to go open my Twitch to make sure I double check. 'Cause I don't remember the number. Yeah, but like seeing that number grow to like that from it initially being what 10, 15 people, and those are all like the friends I know, right? It's a cool thing. It's really cool. I like it a lot. Of course, I always have my goals. Like, I think by the end of this year, I want to try and hit the funny 444 one day, because I think that is my favorite number, is 4. And hitting 444.
Oh my gosh, I have a 4 in my name.
Oh my god, Lamsauce is crazy. But yeah, but like I think if I hit 4, cool. If I don't, that's cool also, because at the end of the day, I've grown a lot, and I think that's amazing how far I got into here. And like I think that's like the extent of it. But yeah, I think that, yeah, to answer your question, that's kind of like what I'm aiming for. You're 4-less? No, you're a 4 in my heart, Cole, I believe.
Yeah, Cole has 4 letters. That's 4.
Yeah, that's
baby.
4, baby. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. And then Wolf, also 4 letters.
True.
And then Moss, 4 letters.
4 letters.
Damn.
See, a lot of
You're
4s.
already prepared.
A lot of 4s. Absolutely. You're right.
That's a lot of 4s. You got 3 4s. That's Sonalin's dream right there.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's essentially like the plan, As I'll make it there eventually, whether or not it's this year or another time, I'll make it. Because at the end of the day, I'm not pursuing this as a full-time. I would love to, but I know how volatile the system can be to you. So this will always be like a enjoyable hobby that I could also make money out of. But at the same time, I could also make good friends with. Like, right, I could make good friends with. I could do things I enjoy, and like have fun while still making it a thing to like for people to also enjoy with me. I think that's a big thing. But yeah. That's kind of my answer on that. Do you have any more questions, Miss Lamsauce?
That's a good answer. I don't think I have any questions.
That's fair. If you don't have any more questions, chat don't have any more questions, I think that will be the end.
Chat, ask a question.
Chat, stop! How dare you go, chat?
You're legally obligated to ask a question.
You grab the spinach. You chat. You will answer a question. Ooh.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
I need to be entertained while I finish my spinach.
While you finish
I haven't even eaten any.
You haven't touched your spinach this entire stream. Oh my gosh.
You never gave me dressing.
My fault, G.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right.
Can you put barbecue sauce on it?
Why are you putting barbecue sauce on it? Why
are you judging me?
Well, I am absolutely judging you. Apologies, but I'm Filipino. I will always judge you for your food choices.
Wow. What's your favorite thing at Jollibee?
Why Jollibee of all places?
Filipino.
Motherfucker. It is the Chicken Joy 2-piece bundle. Yeah. yeah, I know. What do you mean I'm different? Excuse you?
No, I said we're different.
Oh, we're okay. I thought you actually were just like, you're different. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm not a spaghetti eater. Okay.
I'm not a chicken fan, I think. I'm a spaghetti eater.
Yeah, okay. I really did call it. My fault, G.
I actually am a spaghetti.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Wow, hater energy.
I am a hater at heart. It's over for me.
How's the sauce? I think the Filipino spaghetti is really good.
How do I feel about nicknames for both? Okay. For you want it? Mine is longer. Do you want to answer yours first or mine first? In nicknames.
What do you mean nicknames?
It's
like our tags?
There we go. Okay, yeah. Cole, when asked about nicknames, are you asking specifically about our tags or just nicknames in general? Because if it's nicknames in general, whew, boy, I have stories. But like, if it's just our tag alone, then like, yeah, I could tag. Okay, specifically our tags that we're talking about. So in terms of like tags, Lamsauce, if you want to go first, how do you feel about your tag?
I feel like Gordon Ramsay can appear at my house any second, and I love it. I want him to show up at my doorstep, make me a burger, and I'll eat it, and then he can leave.
How do you feel about my nickname?
No, I like my tag.
My tag? So I have technically 2 tags, because yes, I am Sonalin, and that is the tag I use in esports, mainly tag I use as a competitor in esports, stuff like that. Sonalin is definitely the esports scene, right? Obviously, Lamsauce is known my old tag before I changed to Sonalin, but like, oh, you don't remember, huh? Has it been?
Probably not. It's been so long.
It's been so long. Yeah, if you remember, double underscore. No. No. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. So like beforehand,
Wait.
Oh,
I know.
yeah. You know. Okay. Yeah. You remembered it. You remembered it immediately. Yeah. I did go by another nickname. I still had Lin, and that's why Lamsauce here calls me Lin, because initially that was the nickname I went by, Lin. Once I swapped towards Sonalin back, I think around 2019, not 20, like the end of 2019, the beginning of 2020, I swapped to Sonalin, and that was when a lot of people started calling me Sona instead. I was no longer Lin. A lot of people were starting calling me as Sona instead. I think rarely these days I have people call me Lin now. It's very rare. Because when people see my tag, the first thing they'll call me is Sona. And I as much as like, unfortunately, I miss being called Lin, I really do love Sona. So like, I personally enjoy my nicknames, because both of them are very feminine names, and it's something I really do enjoy a lot, right? But like, obviously, I have my VTuber name Muel, and I made that on like a whim. Technically, it was on a whim, but I did put some thought into it. And for the people that somehow are able to say Muel correctly and like say that to me, like, I have the utmost like love and respect for you, because I didn't think that through, and I don't expect anyone to ever like have that like stay within them. But yeah, my user was Mince is the name before I changed to this one. Ooh, okay.
What kind of mince?
Was it spearmint?
Yeah.
Was it pepper?
Like
was it spearmint or was it peppermint?
Was it like mint that you grow in the dirt?
There is an objectively correct answer here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like we both have different answers, and whichever one they pick, it's gonna be bad for one of us.
What's your answer?
Yeah.
What's your preferred answer?
It was based off the pink mints I have. Pink mints?
Ooh, that sounds yummy.
There are pink mints?
Are there pink grown dirt mints or?
That's kind of cool though. Wait. Yo, that's kind of sick. I hold up. Pink mints are cool. That's kind of, oh. Damn, I gotta look that up. Hold up.
Have you ever had like those ice cube mint things, the gum ones?
Oh, the gum ones. The ice. There's like the ones that made the same group company made icebreakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the cube.
Those.
I don't like mint.
Wow. Yeah.
I like spearmint though. I could tolerate spearmint if that makes sense. Like, I don't hate it.
I forgot.
Spearmint's the one that tastes a little more sweet. It's like a little more sweet than peppermint, and it's like a lot less like stingy.
Oh yeah, I used to.
Yeah.
That was the one I preferred when I was younger too.
Yeah, but like that one is it's like the I could tolerate spearmint, so I would only eat the like spearmint stuff when it comes to gum. I don't think I haven't eaten gum recently. It's been like I think it's been like 3 years since I've eaten gum, because I don't actually eat gum anymore. It might have been
cinnamon commercial.
Make a five gum, if you could feel it.
Yeah, you can really just do anything with it.
That's true.
with
Yeah, you
gum.
could do anything with 5 gum.
I'll break into your house and then be like, "Hey, autograph."
No.
And then you'll use a bulldozer and
I'll make a 5 gum commercial after I bulldoze you. 5 gum. You could do anything with that.
Exactly.
It might have been cinnamon candy now. Oh, pink cinnamon candy? I don't think I recognize anything that's pink cinnamon candy.
Cinnamon.
Oh my gosh. Which I don't recognize any of that. But that's kind of cool. That's something you learn something every day, you know. I feel like that's the big thing, because I don't think I learn enough every day. But yes. Was that a tin? Okay. So did you have like you had like a tin of cinnamon like candy then? Okay, like a pink tin or something. Might be. I don't know, but like, I kind of see like a vision of something. Hopefully I'm not like crazy, you know.
A tin, like a can?
A tin can. Oh, I don't think I had. I think the only real tin cans I really see are the Filipino sewing kits. Because they're cookie tins. That's the only thing I really I've seen that are tinned.
Cookie tins? Do I just not know what a tin
They're
is?
like like you know like the metallic like cookie tins that would have like cookies with like the paper under them and they would be separate like that. Like and then
Oh, like
then,
the baking sheets?
yeah, the baking sheet things and
Okay,
then you would open it up and it said they're sewing kits.
Wait, open it up. Wait,
You'd open up the cookie tin thinking that there's cookies in there, but it's just sewing equipment. Because that's what I had.
Oh, Altoids.
Altoids?
Makes so much more sense. I have Altoids on my desk right now. That makes it way easier.
I love Altoids. Oh my, listen, I don't really eat much of that kind, but like you pop an Altoids in front of me, it's gone. It's definitely gone in an instant. That's in my mouth, no more.
I'm surprised you like Altoids, but don't like mint.
Yeah, right? I don't know why, but like the taste of Altoids just feel nice. There are these like red ones that I really liked. I don't remember what they were though. But like I did enjoy Altoids growing up. I don't know. I think it's just specifically peppermint. I don't like the taste of peppermint. I think that might just be it. Like that mint and then like you know the mint in mint ice cream, or like the mint Oreos. Like that specific type of mint I'm not like ecstatic for. Yeah, but that's basically it. Can never find
so interesting, because I just popped an Altoid into my mouth and I thought of ice cream mint.
That's crazy. I don't remember tasting ice cream mint when I had Altoids. It might have been a fruity Altoid or something. One of the fruity flavors. I think that's probably why I like them, because they're the fruity flavor Altoids.
Fruity makes more sense. Like right now I just had like a casual peppermint Altoid.
Oh yeah,
so.
no, I would not eat that.
Yeah, that made me. Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense now. Okay. You never find the cinnamon ones. I don't think I'm not really into cinnamon, so I guess that's fair. That I wouldn't really like see them, because if I did, I probably just didn't care about it, if anything. So I guess that makes sense. But yeah, but I think that'll be it. If no more questions are being asked, do you have any more questions, Lamsauce? Because I am out of questions.
Spearmint's scientific name is Mentha spicata.
Huh?
It sounds like a drug.
Oh.
Methane.
Methane? Propane.
Propane.
And propane items.
Yeah, I'm out of questions as well.
Okay. Yeah, I think we could call it a evening here. Thank you.
Evening.
Hey evening. How are you doing? But
evening.
Genuinely, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for being the first one for this, right?
You're welcome.
Because
Thank you for having me.
yeah, well, I've never like I wanted to do this, but like unfortunately I don't have like the right what's it called, the right Twitch stuff that I would use for this kind of thing, because I would do like a big thing for this, but like right now this is like the rent a studio. I had to go and like pay to rent out this area just like set up. Yeah, it's like assets.
Yeah.
There you go. I don't have the right assets.
Yeah, there's no furniture in here.
Yeah, I apologize. Unfortunately,
but I'm glad that you had like raw spinach in the corner.
yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the furniture. It was a little hard, but like hopefully the next time, like you know, I'm able to like improve on this. This is be like an improving thing, you know. Like eventually there'll be more and more. Like it took a lot to buy these floating mics. Okay. Like I feel like yours not even floating. It actually looks like it's on the floor.
Yeah, I look at a giant whirlpool.
Yeah, you are a giant wormhole on the floor with a giant mic. Can
you put Patrick being shot at by fighter planes outside your window?
Outside? What?
Or he can be a poster. That's my one request.
Patrick poster, right?
Patrick planes.
Patrick S.S.R. poster.
Patrick S.S.R. planes. SpongeBob.
Okay. Patrick S.S.R. planes.
I found it.
Oh, you found it? Do you want to send it to me? With like the no background or anything, just Oh, is
Oh,
it the
it's straight up a
sketch? Is it the
drawing.
sketch?
Yeah, it's a sketch, so it would probably be tough. I think a poster
Actually, wait,
would
hold
be
up.
better.
I got this. So let me save this image, right? And then you're gonna see peak movement here. Image 4, and then we're gonna go do that. Boom. Okay, right? And
You
then
did
I put
it.
this all the way down here. So we'll put these all the way down so that it works out, right? Maybe not that though. Image 4. There you go. Okay, we'll do this, and then we'll put the poster right here.
Ooh, it needs a frame.
Right there. There you go. You think that's good? You think? Actually, wait. What if I keep this room and then slowly like add posters of people I talk about, and you can just see the thing improve.
That'd be awesome.
I think that'd be good. Okay, so we'll start off. That's Lamsauce. That's the Lamsauce poster.
My legacy is this Patrick.
The legacy is Patrick S.S.R. Okay, but
I've been rewatching SpongeBob lately.
have you?
Like season 1.
Oh, the OG SpongeBob.
Yeah.
The one where he starts his job at the Krusty Krab and finds the magic spatula, like the spatula
Yeah.
9000 or something.
I don't even remember what Mr. Krabs asked for besides like hydrodynamic spatula.
Hydrodynamic. Okay, hold up. Cole set to sign it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to.
Oh, you're getting my autograph before I get your autograph.
Cole set to sign it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab the bowl, right? I'm gonna grab the bowl
okay.
and I'm gonna put it up here. That's your signature.
My food. That thing's gonna spoil. That's gonna be so bad for the poster. And your room.
There you go. Now you have a. I'm gonna put this above you. Now you have a mini spinach. You've eaten it. You've eaten it. It's getting smaller.
I've eaten the bowl too.
Yeah, you're eating the bowl too.
Damn.
It's okay. It works out, you know.
Does Wurmple have a butt or is it just his face?
That's his face.
Hmm.
Technically, the back
How's
is
he
his
poop?
butt. His butt's the back.
Yeah, but his face looks like a butt too.
Oh.
What if it just like comes in and out the same way?
Oh my gosh! Shut up. Please do
I'm
not do
just
that to
asking
me.
a genuine question.
Do not do that to me. Oh my gosh! I can't believe
Hey, I'm the Wurmple. I have to live with this.
I have to live. Yeah. I'm the Wurmple. I have to live. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but I think aside from that, I think we could call it an evening here.
Chat, any primers?
Stop. I am not doing a backflip. But
Just not for the backflip.
Just not for the backflip. Okay. But aside from there, I think that will be it. Thank you so much, Lamsauce, for coming in and joining me for the very first one.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely. I'm glad you were able to be the first one. I think this is definitely really.
Why?
Well, because I think this actually was really fun. I genuinely enjoyed this. I think it was really fun just seeing the Wurmple talk to a mic, the big Wurmple. Yeah, I think that was amazing. Okay.
Can't wait to see the next ones.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
How often do you want to do these? Or
so I actually don't plan to do these often. This is gonna be like a rare thing, but I'll be picking different people. The next person is somebody you know very well. He's quote unquote NorCal shitter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know him very well.
Classic.
But he's also a really good friend of mine. He's also a child. He's also
Isn't he like 18 now?
He's 21.
I think I haven't been around for so long.
Yeah, no, because when you first met him, he was 15.
Shit.
Yeah, it's been that long. He's 21.
Oh dear.
I think.
He's been in college for that long. It feels.
Yeah,
like
he's a junior now.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
I really thought that he was a freshman in college.
No, he's a junior now.
Oh my god.
It's insane. But like, yeah, that's basically it. All right, but thank you so much for joining me.
He can drink.
Yeah, he could drink. He could drink.
Sorry,
crazy.
you can end. I'm just.
You're in awe, and you're just like people you know that are getting older. Like, oh my god, like you thought I was like younger all of a sudden, because
Yeah,
it's been so long.
The time skip. I really just haven't seen people in so long. I think they're the same age.
Yeah. But yeah, again, thank you very much for joining me. Do you have anyone in mind that you would want to raid? That you could think of, or no?
Yeah, I would raid Sona Lin. But,
I
don't. I think that they're ending. So.
I'm so done with you. All right. If that's the case, I'm gonna go raid a friend of mine. She's by the name of Outski. She's one of the VTuber friends I made. I can't spell. Holy crap! I literally cannot spell raid. That's crazy.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Yeah, but hopefully you guys can join me. I don't have that many. I have like a raid message, and then another raid message here. Like there, it's like if you're subbed or not, you have both raid messages. But that's basically the extent of it. But yeah, I'm probably gonna end it here.
Yeah.
Please give Outski my biggest thanks, my biggest hellos and everything. It's really cool seeing her every time. But other than that, yeah, you're gonna be joining somebody playing Elden Ring. Say good luck because it's Elden Ring.
It's such an easy game.
It's such a crazy, right?
It's
All
so
right.
easy.
But yes, thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm glad you guys enjoyed this new thing I had planned. And other than that, I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you very much, Lamsauce. Do you anything you want to say before you go?
Yeah, learn how to do a backflip by the next time that Lynn streams, and I will give you like $5.
And I'm done with you. Good night. All right. Nope. She is now muted. You will not hear her. Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right. You'll have a wonderful time at